Welcome to the Big Ass Cornhole Show with Sean and Dane, the hosts you know, talking cornhole life and random fun. Grab a beer, let's get it done. From tossing bags to let's wild ride, tune in and join the party, don't you hide. It's the Big Ass Cornhole Podcast time with Sean and Dane. It's always prime. Sean is done.
All right, well, welcome back to yet another episode of the Big Ass Cornhole Podcast. Sean and Dane are with you as always. What's going on, man?
What's the haps, bro?
So I know we just kind of like glossed over last week, but like little applause to ourselves. Episode 300 was last week.
300.
I didn't even. We knew about it, and then we forgot about it, and then we were posting it up. We're like, oh shit, that was 300.
I know. And speaking of forgetting about shit, this episode's brought to you by Draggin Bags, the greatest bag sponsor in the world. I mean, we're allowed to say it.
Yeah.
We love all of their stuff. They just dropped some new heat. So if you want to get on board on the Draggin Bags train, head over to dragginbags.com and check it out today, man. I'm telling you, best bags in the market. You got to get your hands on a set of them because they're just going to make you a better thrower.
I think Team Draggin Bags going to make a little noise too this year.
I think they will.
I think they will. Like, we'll hear about some of their teams later in the episode.
Ooh, how about that?
But Draggin Bags, best in the business. They've been our sponsor for 3 years. We've stood by them since the very beginning. So just made by great people. If you trust us, trust them. Dragginbags.com with a C.
Huge.
Hell yeah.
Huge.
Right. Well, I guess, we can't skip over our favorite segment.
Dane, we can.
Let the folks know what we're sipping on tonight. And our favorite segment called, What You Drinking?
What you drinking?
Well, actually, I gotta grab one here in a second, but
it's been a weekend, man.
Yeah, had a nice weekend. But I gotta give the shout out to the Atomic Pumpkin from Voodoo Ranger.
So
it's time. We're heading headstrong into fall. It is a brilliant beer, and I just love the little habanero note to it.
Oh, dude,
like it just makes it that much more drinkable. And I feel like this batch this year is not as potent as in past. I've had it before where I felt like it was like pretty spicy.
It's like that kind where I like having two, and then I'll switch to Miller Lite.
Exactly.
Gets the night started off right.
And they're not crazy strong. They're only like 5-something%.
No, it doesn't fill me up either. Like sometimes like the pumpkin stuff's a little heavy.
It's a great pumpkin beer. So yeah, Voodoo Rangers, Atomic Pumpkin. Get after some if you want a little spice in your life.
Hell yeah. All right, so we have more audio gold planned for you all. The ACL season's kicking off in Rock Hill, South Carolina, so we're going to discuss the results and the new tier system that people have been complaining about already. Surprise, surprise. We have an extra special dramatic reading segment planned.
Ooh.
And then we're going to be joined by Dylan Ledbetter of CBC to discuss the ACO, the subtle differences between the leagues, and then we have an epic showdown, a draft of the ages, where we have a little theoretical ACO versus ACL match that we all talk about.
We'll call it a battle royale.
A battle royale, if you would. So, but before we get into all that, we're going to let you know what's going on in our lives in a segment we call In and Around the Hole.
Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
Have you ever thought of like just something that you love and like an animal, right? And you're like, how can I make an animal like even more badass?
Make it fly.
So let me tell you a story. So that you had Brandon Thompson just sitting there, stud Brandon Thompson just sitting there, and he's like, I love wolves, but wolves have one thing wrong with them, like they can't fly.
They don't fly.
What if I called it an Airwolf and we started the most amazing athletic apparel company?
I mean, a wolf
brand,
with wings.
if you would, in the game.
Everyone thinks Pegasuses are cool. Screw that, Airwolf, baby. That's what's up.
If you're an OG of the show, fan of the show, you're no stranger to Airwolf Athletics. It just seemed fitting to bring them back on board. Brandon's one of our favorite people in the cornhole community. He's one of the most popular guys, I think, across like the pro ranks as well, across all leagues, because of what he's stood for, who he's helped in the past. It's an awesome brand. If you don't have anything Airwolf Athletics right now, I'm literally dressed head to toe in it right now. Yes,
you are.
If you don't have anything, you're missing out. It's great quality. You're supporting a great brand who gives right back to the players. Go check it out, airwolfathletics.com. We're so happy to have them back.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, so this past weekend was kind of busy.
It was, man.
What'd you do?
See, so Friday night, I was a bachelor this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Wife went out on a ladies' trip.
Nice.
Down to Columbus for some shopping and hanging out. So me and the pup went out to just a local concert out here for a Billy Joel cover band. Had a great time. I was worried about my dog because he's a little autistic, and he handled it like a champ.
Yeah, that's what Mom said.
That was a great start to the weekend. Saturday was filled with yard work for about 8 hours to start the day, and then hit the grocery store, and then met up to watch the Ohio State game with B-Robs. Always a pleasure. And then Sunday, picked you up. We went golfing.
Yeah, play 9 holes, and then a nice little cookout at Chrissy's house.
Yeah. Nothing wrong. It was a nice little weekend there.
Yeah.
No complaints here.
Last Wednesday, I took Nora. So my daughter, the Guardians were in the playoffs. Unfortunately, they lost.
You went to the good one, though.
I did. I took. So I let my daughter skip school on Wednesday, and we went to the game, which was a 1 p.m. start.
Yeah.
It was awesome. You know what I mean? It was just like one of those like core memory things that like I think every kid should like get to do that once in their life. So
100%.
And I selfishly wanted to go, and my schedule on Wednesday was pretty light. So I'm
Sean
like,
never got to go as a kid.
just kept pulling up the tickets in front of my wife, and she's finally like, just go, just take Nora. I'm like, I can take her out of school, and she's like, are you gonna have time to like leave work, stop at the school, and then go? I'm like, now that you put it like that, probably not. And she's like, well, then she could just go to work with you that day. I'm like, oh, all right. Well,
Yes,
make
she
it
can.
Way easier. Yeah. So, we had fun. Guardians won. It was an awesome game. It's when they made that big comeback in the 8th inning.
Yes.
So very fun. There's nothing quite like playoff baseball.
Especially in Cleveland, man. We just there's something about the Guardians that they / Indians, whatever your allegiance is. There's magic in that stadium. It's the one stadium here that we have like some serious magic that just weird stuff happens all the time.
100%.
It's awesome.
I will say, I think football to me is still the best, like playoffs, and then baseball second. And then I gotta say hockey's probably third
Sean,
for me.
we don't get to experience football playoffs.
No, but the 1 or 2 times I have in my life experienced it, really good time.
That's
like,
great.
A lot of fun. Yeah, definitely.
Too few and far between. I will go baseball first, then basketball second, because Cavs actually do it quite well as well. And then after that, maybe college football.
Saturday, I went to Nate Bargatze. He's a big time comedian. Me and my wife went to go see him. Awesome show. Just nice to get out like without the kids for a night. And
hell yeah, I mean, I was
stuff.
originally planning on watching your children, and you've relieved me of that. So
I did.
I had a weekend free.
Yes, my in-laws came in town to watch the kids, and then unfortunately they scooted home earlier than expected on Sunday, so I wasn't quite able to get as much golf in as I had hoped. But golf is finally fun again.
Yeah, you're hitting your irons really well.
I'm going to tell you, like, I'll give you all the credit in the world because we played Thursday in our league.
Yeah,
did okay.
Yeah.
It
wasn't our best. But
wasn't our best. Like it was kind of one of those rounds where neither one of us were hitting the ball like all that great. Like we were doing well enough, but we just weren't like birdieing a lot of holes. We had one really bad hole where we both just kind of fell apart, which is kind of funny that both of us fell apart that bad. It happens. We still had fun, but at the end, you fix just one subtle thing. Because I kept telling you, like, I feel like my swing is so close, but there's something like I just don't feel like I can get through the ball. I keep getting stuck, and all you had me do is stand up a little taller.
Yeah, just stand up. Because you were talking about like you need your club shorter. It's like, or you just stand up a little taller. And
and it fixed everything. Like I feel like I can get through the ball, and then so like I'm always been a little erratic off the tees. I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit better, but I haven't hit my irons that well in many years. Like I was actually hitting greens in regulation, like hitting the distances I wanted. It just makes golf way more fun when you actually hit the clubs.
Feel like you have confidence a chance at hitting a birdie on every hole.
Like hole 7, 8, 9. I hit fairway in regulation, green in regulation, and all 3 shots, especially on 8, 9. Like I stepped up, and with like you've seen me before.
Yeah,
I'm a mess with an all wedge right now. Like I don't know what it is, but I stepped up with confidence, hit it like on the dot, 100 yards. I'm like, oh, you know what, like. This is why I love golf. If I could consistently hit the ball like this, I'd be very happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ended up shooting, I think it was like 4 or 5 over. Like I'm very happy with that right now. My putting was atrocious though. Now the greens were firm and they were rolling well. Like it's really no excuse. I just had zero touch.
In Ohio, those greens, I know we've been dry. Those greens are fast as shit right now.
So here's my issue. I've always considered myself like pretty decent short game guy, right? Like 30 yards and in, putting, chipping has always saved me. But because I was doing everything else so well, like I wasn't as focused and locked in on the putt. So I'm like, I'll 2-putt this. And like, guess what? I wasn't 2-putting. You know what I mean? Like my first putt, I was running like 9 feet past me. What am I doing? Is that Travis Hunter? No, it's ETN.
It's ETN.
All right. So if we can all just say a silent prayer. I know it's already Wednesday, but we're like going back in the past and you're going to say a prayer for Sean to get, I just need a touchdown from Travis Hunter. If I can get a touchdown from Travis Hunter, I'll probably win my fantasy football matchup this week.
I'll take one from Tootin.
I just need 12 points. I'm not even like, but he hasn't done shit this year, and they just need to get him on the field. I don't know how do you draft a guy and trade the world to the Browns to go up and draft this guy, and you're not even using him. Like, what the fuck is this franchise doing?
Get him the ball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's a freak athlete.
Just put the ball in his hands on offense.
I know he's a little undersized, but there's been plenty of undersized guys that have done just fine in the NFL.
Go. Can you imagine him if he was on the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Like, the Chiefs would find a way to get their best players the ball.
Using him all day, every day.
Just bananas. Anyways, I know that was a little off topic, but yeah, it's golf's fun again. It's fun. I'm super into it. I was hoping to go to the MGA event this week. I just don't know if it's going to work out. But I know we're thinking about doing golfing with Kissel and them, but that's all going to fall apart. I just feel it. And we don't have a tee time yet.
I think I need to just book the tee time and get us going. So maybe I'll just do that.
I'm going to talk to my wife and find out which day is it better for me to go. Because my sister and brother-in-law are coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
But Nate's gone soccer and stuff, or he's out of the state for soccer. So it's just Caitlin and the kids. So I should be able to get out for a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to ask my wife, would you rather me go Saturday or Sunday?
Oh my God. Sorry, that was just.
I'm thinking Saturday. Only because Sunday I think we're doing that fall fest at Berea, Cold Lake thing.
Oh, okay, yeah,
kind of thing. So, but I'll let you know. But
yeah, either day. I mean, really, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm getting out. I do not need to be in the house with 5 kids.
Yeah, and then I mean, for my golf experience, just there's something hitting me right now that's just a birdie train.
You started off with a double bogey on hole 1.
Yeah,
and you came back and shot even par.
Yeah, and I've finished up. Yeah, if I was 3 over through the first 3 holes, and then I finished out birdie, par, birdie.
Well, again, you got a new putter, and now you're probably 10 rounds in on the putter.
Yeah,
it's
very
starting to,
it's starting to work pretty well for me.
For sure.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's something that to me it's strange though, because even my iron game, yeah, I've always hit the ball pretty straight with my irons.
Yeah,
I hit a couple shots with off the tee number 1 where the simulator doesn't do me any justice apparently, because I average 220 to 240 on the simulator, and I'm crushing fucking 320 drives.
So the course that we started at was Valier. Very nice course, right? Yeah. It's a beautiful course in the area. It starts you off with a long par 4. It's not super forgiving. It's kind of narrow. It's open, but you have 2 big trees on the right and left you got to get through.
Yeah.
That I think it's 400 yards ish. Yeah. We both had less than 100 yards.
Yeah, and the only reason I was right down the middle, and I flubbed my freaking wedge shot, and then I hit my next one a little too far. So there you go, double bogey. But
you can't start off around bet. I hit fairway, and then I hit the green.
Yeah.
And then I lipped out for birdie, and I easy tap in for par. And I'm go walking the cart. I'm I'm going to play even par today.
Yeah.
And then the next hole came, I 3-putt, and I get double bogey. I'm what the fuck is wrong with you? That's why it's fun, but it's not sometimes.
Yeah.
But
dude, it's the name of the game then.
Correct. But I can get frustrated with myself putting as long as I'm hitting my irons well.
Yeah.
I feel like I can figure that stuff out and just play smarter. You know what I mean? Just adjust to the speed. Don't worry about making the putt. Just 2-putt everything and just minimize the damage stuff. But
I am happy to say for my 5th straight round in an outdoor round, I have had an eagle putt on a par 5, which has always been something that I've haven't been hit. I don't hit the ball that long. At least I didn't think so. But
it was just 480. It was so dry. Now I was fortunate. I actually saw your shot because I was driving up. I hit a 3 with 300 yards because I ended up being long left of the green.
Yeah,
I was looking 30 yards short left of the green, which I thought it was. And then somebody on the next hole over is like, "Are you hitting a TaylorMade?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Oh, there's a ball in this fairway." I'm like, "How the fuck?"
That thing must have just taken off and gotten a bad
it had
kick.
To have. Because
it only had a little drop.
I was right next to the green, saw your shot, and it 2-hopped on the green and then rolled, and it missed maybe by a foot of going in the hole.
Yeah, and that was
left you maybe a 9-footer.
That was
for
175 on a 4. It was a 495.
That's what I'm saying. We were getting insane rollout. It was so.
And I had a
so
7
firm.
iron in to get to
which
the green
honestly
in
is kind of fun.
Oh yeah,
it can be frustrating hitting the ball in the green if you don't hit it high or with a lot of spin. So you either club down or you just got to hit the ball high like a moonshot.
And I flushed that thing too. It was a nice little draw. But what I'm just trying to figure out is why do the stats not track on at the simulator the way that it does in real? Because I know my swing speed's 110 on average. I mean that should equate to pretty damn close to a 300-yard drive.
I don't know.
I don't have I have. I mean, there's not much spin. I know my spin rate's not bad. So I'm just trying to figure out where to get that extra pop to consistently.
Because on the simulator,
I feel I don't have to swing so fucking hard all the time.
I'm lucky if I get 250 on a simulator.
Yeah,
but then consistently this weekend I'm getting 275, 280.
That's what I'm saying. Like that par 5, we had to carry water 260, and I'm based on my last couple drives, I'm just gonna let it rip. And I sure as shit carried it like 285 and the thing rolled out to like 330.
For sure. All right,
Yeah,
so
golf's fun.
So before we get into the open like results, there were a few new partnership announcements that I thought we should go over. So Team Draggin Bag kind of bursting onto the scene. A lot of the big companies had already come out announcing, and people are starting like, who's left, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think their first pairing that they announced it's a big one. You have Gina Ramirez. All right, she's partnering up with Sam Finley this year. It's huge because Sam Finley has been a loyal BG girl her entire career.
Yeah.
I thought, my mistake, Sam corrected me. I thought there might have been 1 year she was with All Cornhole, but she responded to the thing and said, no, I've been all BG the whole time. So, I mean, it's big, and there's going to be expectations for this team now. Sam Finley seems like she's gotten better.
And does that mean that what's her face is not playing?
I don't know if Rosie is. I don't know. I'm not positive.
Because that's what took me aback. Like Finley Streaker have been just the name for so long in women's doubles that like I was just surprised to me that's the equivalent of having like Lori Dool and Miranda Coy break up or something. Like it's not, you just don't think it's going to happen. So
and Gina is, if you look at it, she's been a pretty safe doubles partner. Like she's qualified both years that she's been in doubles.
She's a very consistent player. I mean, she's high PPR. Like she's very consistent.
She's one of those people that like I think sometimes people are surprised, but if you go back last 2 seasons, I mean, there's a reason that she's qualified both 100%, times. So the other team I'm pretty excited for that's throwing Draggin Bags this season is Chris Roybal. He's coming back to Dragon. He's throwing with Wiedenfeld.
With the Weed Whacker, baby.
I think that is such an intriguing partnership.
It really is.
You're putting, again, we've seen previously, you just put talent on the board together and let them figure it out, right? I think that's exactly what you're doing here. Wiedenfeld, we've been saying for years how talented this guy is, and he had the one hiccup. You know, obviously he had a big family personal issue come up his rookie season, kind of derailed it. Never quite lived up to the expectations I think a lot of us had for him. But every year he just keeps getting better. And you watch the guy play, and if he puts a whole tournament together, he's good. He can win it. Like he's that good. Yeah, I think putting these two together is.
Well, and Roybal's the ultimate
sneaky
competitor.
Yeah,
so like
man.
I think having that mindset might really focus up Wiedenfeld to.
I agree.
Put him in that upper echelon that we know he's capable of, because he's like Eric Davis level bag manipulator. Like he can do those crazy shots.
I think looking at this right now, if I were saying, did Wiedenfeld? I think Wiedenfeld, and this is not a shot at Ryan Smith. I think Ryan Smith's a stud. I don't see Wiedenfeld getting like a worse partner in this situation.
No. And honestly, like when Wiedenfeld was with Ryan Smith, that was the perfect time for Wiedenfeld to be with Ryan Smith.
I think
now where
we've
at,
consistently had Smith and Wiedenfeld in the consideration for top 10.
Yes.
Do we also
I'm putting them
inside already?
If not inside, then very, very
That's
close.
what I mean. Like they're somewhere 10 to 15.
Yes.
I don't know if they're, or I'll say 9 to 15. I don't know if they're there yet. I just have to sit down, look at all the numbers.
You got to see, to me, you have to see the chemistry.
A little bit.
You got to see that come out. Like, want to see how they play together.
These two strike me as guys that are not going to play a whole lot, except for certain opens, and that, because remember, opens do not count anymore for pros.
Yeah.
So these opens, you can go play with your buddy and whoever else you want. It's all you get the signature event. So this is a business decision. You get 6 opportunities, go out there and show it.
Yep. 100%.
So other big name that was announced, another AAR team. I don't know if they're going like the ultra route and the BG route of old, but like they're signing a lot of fucking teams.
Yes, they are.
And not just anybody, like they're big name players who I would expect are getting some sort of cash up front, which is very surprising.
Yeah.
That they're signing. But hey, if business is good, by all means, like, you know what I mean? Like it's good for a company like that to come in and take care of so many players. If that's the case.
Yeah.
Austin Waskow coming in last season with Quinn Reeves, we thought very highly of them. We both thought they would be rookie of the year candidates. Waskow kind of lived up to that expectations. And then you're pairing him with Eric Davis.
Yeah.
I kind of like him, man. Like it's hard not to. I mean, Eric Davis is one of those guys where you put anybody with some talent, like ridiculous, like really actual talent that we think that can actually win a tournament with Eric Davis, and they're automatically going to be relevant.
Yeah, it's different. Like if we flip over to like the Roybal Wiedenfeld versus Waskow Davis.
Correct.
To me, they're both in that same ranking right now in my mind of like maybe just outside of the top 10 or very close. But for some reason, I see Waskow Davis. They're the team that's going to be top 10 by winning a championship.
Correct.
Where Roybal and Wiedenfeld in my mind are just going to be consistently good.
Third in the bracket every time.
Exactly.
I agree. Yeah. I think, we'll see. I would be surprised if we didn't see Waskow Davis on a broadcast at some point this year. But likewise, I would be surprised if I saw Roybal and Wiedenfeld on a broadcast this year.
But
and that's not
seeing them
shot. Like they
take-
could definitely make it,
But seeing them take second in their bracket for every single tournament,
Correct.
wouldn't be surprised by that at
correct.
all.
And again, this is a business decision with what we're seeing with a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
So I love the team that Draggin Bags put together. You're seeing a lot of these companies do that. They're kind of picking these smaller groups, betting, putting their chips down on those guys and letting it roll. Or you're seeing the ultra route where it's, really there's no money up front. But if you win, we'll pay you. We'll pay
Hell
you well
yeah.
if you do well. So if you believe in your skills and you like our bags, it's kind of the best route to go. It's just getting harder and harder. And when other companies are offering cash up front, you're really you have no incentive to go that route.
Yeah.
Like to bet on yourself if someone's going to offer you, regardless if it's like the potential to earn more, you have to just think like, I would rather have the cat. Let me decide what to do with it in my hand right now. I don't
Yeah.
need to prove myself first.
Very true.
But you start talking a little bit about like how many bags and sets of bags you have to sell in order to make your worth. Like it gets astronomically high. And I don't think a lot of people realize that yet.
Yeah. It's you have to sell thousands of bags.
For sure. All right. Let's get on to the open number 1. So the ACL season is officially underway. We had open number 1. And again, it's important to know that open standings no longer count for pro ranks. So you're going to see opens are going to be fun, but they're going to be very hard to predict.
Yes.
I think this is going to be even harder to predict how somebody is transitioning into doubles, especially if they're not consistently playing together.
Mm-hmm.
The argument can be made that it doesn't really matter. You just want to be hot and just have the bag in your hand. But I would argue that the teams that consistently do well tend to have some sort of chemistry together. Like if you're going to go up against a Mark and Tony and beat them consistently, they have that, like we've been playing together for 3 years, that look, that trust, that deep rooted trust that they have in each other. It takes some grinding together to get there.
It does.
And it'll be interesting to see which team just kind of figures it out first.
Yeah. And honestly, like it's not uncommon to see like new teams come in and struggle the first couple like big tournaments. So
Not at all.
yeah.
You don't panic over it. All right, so open number 1. Let's start with singles. I think this is kind of the story of the day. Cash Chamness made a name for himself last year. Made several deep runs. Just couldn't quite get over the hump in like the pro or open division bracket, but won a bunch of stuff in juniors. He finally gets over the hump and he beats Zach Aiken. He doesn't just beat him. He beats him in the longest ACL game ever recorded, 53 rounds. They both shot over an 11. Like this is why we all just give up.
Yep. 53 rounds. I mean, we were joking that, dude, I don't think I've played 53 rounds the last like year combined in cornhole. It's insane.
I think it's crazy to think. Now I know this is like a lot of pressure to put on somebody.
Yeah.
But Cash Chamness, because he's starting so young and because he's so good, has the possibility of becoming the greatest player of all time.
Yeah.
Because he's starting so young, he could be like a Tiger Woods, like a Rory Backwoods, these guys that start crazy young and have success all the way through.
Well, he's got to get right now. He's 2 in the hole on Braden Wilson for championships. And Braden's 5 years older than him.
Yes.
All right. So he's got 5 years to get 2 championships under his belt to catch up to Braden. Because right now, Braden to me is leader of the pack for the youngsters that could be known as the GOATs down the line.
Yeah, it's very true. But it's crazy. Hats off to Cash.
It is unreal. Yeah.
I love hearing the story. It's great that a young man like can find it with himself and just know and to grind that hard.
Yeah, that's
it's like a
insane.
very unique characteristic. So it's fun watching the journey. Hope he keeps doing well. Again, you're going to hear a lot of talk in our interview with Dylan about the junior ranks. And I'm still very firm, regardless of Cash winning. I still don't think juniors belong in the pro rank, and I think it needs to be separated. But he's allowed to play right now. And if he's allowed to play and dominate, you might as well go out and do it. So tip of the cap. And Zach Aiken, another junior.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just kind of leading its way into it. But both guys are wildly talented. We'll hear Zach's name again in doubles as well. Second in the bracket, third overall tied was Jamie Graham. And I'm sorry, they won their bracket. Jamie Graham and Quincy Weich. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Or Weich.
Wiki. What?
They both won their bracket, tied for third place. Spencer Fabunar, Gavin Cano, Ethan Walker, and Ryan Wiedenfeld all take second in their bracket in singles.
Killer.
Moving on to doubles, Walker and Graham. Again, like you see that and you're like, oh my God, is Jamie Graham drop JT? No, again, these are opens.
Yeah.
You're gonna sometimes
play with
there's not-
whoever's traveling.
Now,
there.
if Jacob was there, Jamie strikes me as like a business dude. Like they're going to play together.
Yeah.
Like, like we need to get these under, but it's still early in the season. It's still several months away. As the opens that get closer, I think we're going to see a lot of these doubles teams kind of starting to pair up and finding their groove.
Typically the time of year that you actually don't see Jacob Trzynski or rarely Jamie Graham go to any of this stuff.
But that team is fun to watch. Graham and Walker.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But also Jamie Graham, this is like close enough for him to drive. I guarantee we're not going to see him like traveling around.
Nope. Jamie got his payday and he'll be sitting until Nationals. So they take down another new doubles team, Cash and Justin Burton Jr.
JBJ, man.
It's a good sign to see. It also shows that like Cash was just red hot this weekend. But JBJ and Cash, it's I think we have to consider them. Now again, opens are not signature events. They're not. They have a different feel. We've said this a million times.
But it's nice to see them play together.
It's a whole lot better than them taking like 18th in their bracket.
Yes.
You know, you coming and winning your bracket is a big deal. It shows that they already have a good chemistry and trust. So I think they could be trouble this year. Second in the bracket, we had Gore and Aiken, and then Fabunar and Forbes, both two young teams that are just going to be absolute trouble this year.
Yes.
Both teams to me are probably definitely, I mean, I think Forbes and Fabunar I'm putting in top 10 right away. Like, and then Aiken and Gore are right there. They're kind of like in that 9 to 15 range for me. I don't know exactly where they fit in. I hope they get off to a hot start.
Yes,
they're one of those teams
for
that I
their
would like
sake,
to see them. Correct.
Just come out of the gate.
Another team that we're very excited for: Gage Landis, Colin Holdit take third in their bracket, and a team that I'm happy to see them do well when paired together early on, because I think it helps calm some of like the initial like reaction to what was going on. You had Soto and Shearer finish third.
Yeah,
ironically, one spot better than Chamberlain and Kano. I think that's a little like, it's kind of, if you're Sammy, you don't hate that.
Yeah,
if you're Sammy, you don't hate that. You finish one spot better than them. Yeah,
like I got dropped, but still finishing higher.
And again, I think that not even for Sammy, like it's nice for Sammy to be able to say that, like, hey, we finished, but for Kobe to be like, come in and be like, listen, I'm taking the spot. I know it's a big deal to be playing and to step up and show up and stay hot and carry over the momentum from last season. It's important to see. Chamberlain and Kano, and then Holland and Rawls were tied fourth. I know I wrote Soto there.
That's okay. And I know what you meant.
One of the biggest takeaways that we had from the Open that I don't think enough people paid attention to was gone are the days of intermediate, competitive, advanced, and open. They're gone. ACL has now moved on to a tiered ranking system. So you have tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4. 1 would be equivalent to what open was, to advanced, and so on. To determine what tier you're in is all based off that CPI or Cornhole Power Index, and this
performance
index. This was talked about by Trey, I want to say a year ago.
Yeah, when he had his little State of the Union address.
I mean, this was I want to say over a year ago that we heard about this term first being out, and they're gathering data to try to put together a first initial, this is where we're starting from. I think as the metrics get better, the CPI is going to level it out, right? Yeah. If their metrics are good. Now, we've seen it in Scoreholio. If you go to a massive tournament and you're playing in a capped kind of tournament where everyone's about the same SPI as SPR, like you're going to feel like you're at home. Like if you're, you know what I mean? Like I've always said that about TCL events. They use Scoreholio.
Correct.
Now they have their own ranking system, but it's very similar to the Scoreholio ranking system. And it basically, I feel like I'm always in the right division. I think that it's going to just take a little bit of time, but eventually the ACL will get there. There's going to be some of these questionable situations that pop up early.
Yes, 100%.
So, just to kind of explain everything, all right, what the Cornhole Performance Index is, it's basically a rating scale from 0 to 12, where 12 is the highest ranking you can be. It's automatically calculating a player based off skill. It determines divisions and fosters fair matchups. Now, again, in these open brackets, is not necessarily until you get out of rounders and into the right division. But it's taking into account a player's weight in win-loss record, strength of schedule, your DPR, PPR, and over the last 2 seasons, higher level wins are meaning more. They're basically trying to get rid of sandbagging as much as they can. There's ways to manipulate it. We see it in Scoreholio stuff all the time, but it takes a lot of work. again, as we kind of go forward, there's always going to be like those new players that come in and are really good really fast and are going to piss people off.
Yeah.
That's a system flaw. Like, you can't be mad at that person. They're getting put and throwing where they're told.
But then they're going to get pushed up quicker, I feel like, than what it's been in the past.
I guess
like
I'm interested in a guy like me, and I'm not saying I'm an advanced level player. I'm competitive level at best right now. I wonder, because I don't play anymore.
Yeah.
If I go to a tournament, what am I going to have a CPI? Am I even going to have enough rounds logged in to have a CPI?
That's what I'm assuming not.
And if that's a no, then am I going to be put into like the lowest bracket and then do well and then move up? Like, I don't know.
I'm assuming the first ones we go to, yes, I think that's going to be the case, because like I played hardly at all last year too.
And again, just to remind people, when we started this podcast like 6-7 years ago, we started in intermediate.
Yes.
We did very well very quickly, and then we moved up. Like, I think we played in 1 or 2 regionals intermediate. We won it, and then they moved us up to competitive.
Yeah.
We did well in competitive for a while, and then they moved us up to advanced. We never won competitive. We took second like 3 or 4 times, but they decided it was time to move up, and then we've kind of just been stuck there. And then I stopped playing. Yeah. And then I've just been stuck there. So every time I go there, I'm just donating money to the pot every time I go.
Get our shit pushing every time we play now.
For sure. So I just think it's important. Be patient with the CPI thing. I think it's easy to jump to conclusions. I think that it's the right route. We've seen it work in
seeing it work in the TCL level with all of the analytics. Like, again, I think it just takes some time.
Did you see the PPR for like the winning guys in tier 4 though?
I mean, I'm sure they're probably over like 9s.
So this would be intermediate. It was still over 8s. Okay. Which is pretty fucking good for intermediate. Like, that's pretty damn good.
I know now, if you're like willing to travel to an open, you play a lot of cornhole.
That's true.
All right, most of those guys now, like, it's not the guys that we were playing that were like hammered as soon as they stepped up to the board. Now, like, people still go and take it somewhat serious at the start and then let loose after they lose.
Well, you'll hear a little bit about this in the Dylan interview. Do you get are ACL events not fun? I have fun when I go.
I do, but we're also there for fun. I think true. You can take it either way.
I do think it's definitely looked at as a business trip for a lot of people. The people that are there for the social bracket, there's always going to be like that group of people. Yes. I think that group is definitely the minority. So I'm thinking what everyone's talking about, family atmosphere, is that minority is the majority of ACO. So there's less people that like take it really seriously, and everyone's there to have a good time. Well, that's fine. If everyone's just there to have a good time, like, then you would expect performance to be down a little bit. So
you would think.
So we're gonna get into dramatic readings. We'll pause just for a second because we have a special guest joining us for one of our dramatic readings, and I just think it's super appropriate for him to take over that segment. So we'll be back in just a second. All right, let's move over to dramatic readings.
Let's.
In a world where bean bags have brought men to their knees, social media serves as sanctuary for keyboard warriors. Time for the dramatic readings.
All right, so this week we have an extra special segment for dramatic readings. This one was kind of going crazy on Addicted to Cornhole today.
Yes.
So I thought this post was kind of alluding to a certain individual. So we thought we'd bring on Bailey Hires from Winthrop University. I think they're called, it's like the Golden Sandbaggers or something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that. So, yeah, Bailey, take it away.
Please help me understand how an advanced player gets to play Tier 4 singles and win. Oh, he also plays for Winthrop, so you know he's not a Tier 4 player. But how can an advanced player get dropped down to intermediate just because of CPI? I can understand dropping to Comp 3, Tier 3, but not all the way down to intermediate, Tier 4.
All right, so Bailey, how dare you, man?
Yeah.
First of all, on behalf of all of us in the cornhole community, how dare you just take it down in Tier 4? But first of all, congrats on the win. That's cool.
Hell yeah.
At least you got to win whatever you're in. So I know you reached out and you're like, listen, this is about me. I want to be able to come out and address. So go, just take it away.
All right. So, yep, I'm that guy everybody hates. Let's just say I'm not happy about it. Did not want to play Tier 4 at all.
Yeah.
But things happened. We're not going to go there. Long story short, I ended up in Tier 4. Couldn't do anything about it.
So why did you end up in Tier 4?
Basically, I broke my wrist a month ago.
Okay.
I didn't I have a bad CPI. I didn't play very much last year, maybe 4 or 5 ACL events.
Okay.
I have a broken wrist. I have a plate and 10 screws in it. So there's that. And then I went to go register and I was basically told I have to play tier 4 singles.
Okay.
Wasn't really given a chance to move up. I was like, okay, whatever. It is what it is. And then, yeah, I go out and play tier 4 singles, and I end up on Addicted to Cornhole.
All right. So you're at Winthrop currently. You're on the team.
Yeah.
So how did you not play a lot of ACL stuff last year? Like, did you just get there?
Basically, I traveled the year before that. I was pretty big. Like, I traveled a lot, played a bunch of opens, did decent, nothing like outstanding. And then last year I took like a little break year, played in the first national, and then like the Florida stuff like that. So states, and that was it. And then got recruited to go play at Winthrop, took the opportunity and ran with it pretty much.
How's that opportunity working out so far?
It's amazing.
Yeah,
I broke my wrist 3 days after I got here. So that was.
Is there a story behind the broken wrist?
Yeah, is there like a cool story about it?
I mean, we can go with that. I was leaving. I was coming home from cornhole practice, and I was on a one wheel. I don't know if you guys know what that is. You got the wheel in the middle. Yeah. Went to go stop, lost my balance, like kicked it out from under me, put my hand down and snapped it.
Oh shit!
So
do you know right away?
Kind of. I went home, iced it, and it was so swollen. I was like, yeah. Went to urgent care, had surgery 2 days later.
No shit.
And then 3 weeks after that, I started throwing again. And then about a week later, the Open came around.
Was it your throwing hand?
Yes, I was fresh out of syrup. I believe it was 4.5 weeks, almost to the day of the Open.
Oh shit!
That I broke it. So like, if you guys can see the camera, like the viewers are going to see, this is as much movement as I have in it.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Yeah.
Compared to like this.
Yeah.
So I don't have much flexibility at all.
So you're not getting underneath that bag too well, like get a little.
Yeah, I had to change my grip and everything. So I did all of that in like the span of a week and a half.
No shit, that's crazy.
So yeah, what does that say to everyone else that lost? Just play better. This guy's literally playing with a broken wrist and beat you, like full on handicap.
Well, okay, so you've been out for a month, but then if you look at the stats for intermediate, it is wild that it's how far the game has gone. Because if you saw like above 8s, like it would have been definitely in competitive at least, like tier 3. But now that's all the way down to like intermediate stuff. That there were like several people like high 7s, like low 8s.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of crazy like how good people have gotten.
Really deters a guy like myself from averaging my 6'5" from really wanting to go light up the world any longer.
Were you did anyone say anything to you like that day?
So like going into that day, I really didn't want to necessarily play singles because I kind of knew this would happen. I know how, like, I just know how people are, and I've been around the cornhole community long enough that I knew it wouldn't go well.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I have to play. I have to get better. I have to get back into it. Like, they cut out a piece of muscle in my arm, so the only way to get back into how I used to play is by playing. So if that was the only option to play, I'm going to play.
Yeah, you also have to play to build your CPI. Like, that's the whole point of the index. So, like, we were just talking about this beforehand, because if him and I go to a tournament, like, I played maybe 3 events all of last year. I don't even know if I have a CPI
I don't even
number.
think I've thrown enough rounds to have like a CPI.
So like if I show up to something like, if I'm an intermediate, I'm going to win a bunch of games because like I'm still okay, but like I just don't play anymore. So it's like that's the one outlier for the whole CPI metric that I think is like getting lost in the sauce right now.
Yeah, and then if you look at my stats weren't even that crazy. I shot, I think, 3 games in the 9s.
Correct.
I mean, I was high 8s going into the finals, but I'd been sitting an hour. The boards got sticky. I obviously can't throw it that hard right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was just it was tough, but I don't know. It's
a tough situation. It is. It's a tough situation. It is. It's because what are you supposed to do? Like not try to win?
Yeah.
I mean,
to me, we're not gonna belittle your achievement because honestly, like it's something that, it sucks for everyone else that was in tier 4, but like. This was something that you had to do, in my opinion. Like you had no other choice. Like
how do you go to practice tonight after like not winning tier 4? Right? You know what I mean? Like how do you go to your boys and be like, I was in tier 4 and I didn't win it? You know what I mean? Like that's kind of crazy, right? Like you're on like a cornhole scholarship. Like you're supposed to go down and win. So if you do have I completely agree.
Yeah.
If you do get the rehab, it's like baseball. You have a rehab assignment. No one bitches when the like major league pitchers have to go down after getting injured.
Yeah. For me, you just live on the fact that the ACL forced you to play in tier 4, and They forced your hand, your broken hand. They forced. All right. So
Yeah, let's just say practice tonight was. If I would have lost, I would have never heard the end of it.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, you did what you had to do. Where are you originally from?
So I'm from Florida,
Okay.
St. Pete, but like Tampa area.
Okay.
So like Hole and Knot, 941.
I got you.
I played a lot of their stuff and pretty much like that area.
Was it like Kyle Malone area, like stuff like that?
Yeah, Kyle Malone, Kingsbury,
Yeah.
Shibby.
Yeah.
well,
pretty much
he
all
wants
of
to
them.
throw the pros out there, but I'll give a shout out to Dustin Hoffman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Dustin Hoffman.
You're the man,
Great,
Dustin.
amazing organizer.
Hell yeah.
Awesome state director. He's
It's been
doing
years
great
since
things for the
I've
sport.
seen him, but
it
met him
is.
at the Clash years ago, and he's just a G. We actually have the whole knot board hanging up over here,
Right
too.
next to us.
The
Yes.
ring hole.
Yeah,
We
the
do.
ring hole. Yeah,
Right there.
sitting up
Yeah.
here.
Right next to us.
Yeah, he's doing great things.
Good dude.
We have like a big group chat from like a bunch of people in that area, and yeah, I got ripped a new one in that. That felt great, but he chimed in about the whole CPI thing. So
I mean, it definitely matters. You need to have, as more metrics start to come in, it's going to get more accurate. What I'll be interested to see
Yeah.
is how fast do you move up now?
Yeah, are you going
Like-
to be in like tier 2 next time?
Like,
you
how
go
much
to
did your
play?
CPI
So-
improve?
if I look at my account, it actually hasn't moved yet. Dustin did tell me it's supposed to change tomorrow, so we'll find out tomorrow.
Okay, I'll be interested to see how much it moves up by. Okay, interesting.
Although I do know that this I'm not the only person that had the problem with not being allowed to play up, and also it's not going to be a problem anymore.
Okay,
I do know that for sure.
you think that they'll move you up if they think you need to move up?
I'm not going to say, but I do know for sure that the whole not being able to play up won't be an issue anymore.
I mean, I would kind of like if you're the ACL and you know somebody is on scholarship, right? And they're an active player.
Yeah.
Like, I do think there should be a rule like, yeah, you can't play below tier 2. Like, you just
100%,
just can't. Like, we don't care if you're the water boy, what it is, but you're associated with the team, you can't play below tier 2. It's bad. It's a bad look.
I mean, yeah, even when I had my broken wrist, I was still throwing. I was throwing left-handed. I was still playing. I was still active with the team.
Because you have some
missed
crazy
maybe one
motherfuckers that are in
practice.
advanced right now that are about to go break their wrist
Yep.
just so that they can go down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Tier 4.
don't suggest it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, his range of motion sucks right now. Are
Yeah,
you going to
it's-
are you doing like therapy or anything?
Yeah, I have physical
All right.
therapy. I went the Friday before the open.
Yeah, unfortunately,
And-
wrists are slow, man. They're slow coming
Yeah.
back.
They so the traditional like recovery time is like 6 to 8 weeks.
Correct.
I had surgery so I could get back a lot quicker. And then the doctor said that my bones are really strong, so I got back even quicker than she expected.
Yeah.
I wasn't even supposed to be back until Friday before the open,
Nice.
so I got back a week ahead of schedule.
Oh yeah, man. That's good. Very good. So I mean, it's not bad news. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's good shit. It'll get stronger every day. And the nice thing about hands, like, we're forced to use them, so they do get stronger pretty fast.
Yeah.
It's just that range of motion just takes forever to get back with the wrist.
Sean's got
Yeah,
a great
it's
workout
getting
for
there.
you. He's just doing it over here.
Well, I was just saying.
which you guys can probably see the scar.
For
It
sure.
still has
Yeah.
bruising on it.
what did you
from-
break?
from
Did you
I broke the
the radius?
so yeah, the radius.
Okay.
It was almost a clean break. It was
Okay.
there was very little left still unbroken. Actually, I can pull up the X-rays and show you guys.
Be sweet.
Oh snap! Sean's nerding out over here.
For sure. That's what I do for a living, by the way.
I'm part of the
okay.
I'm part of the Never Broke a Bone Club still.
Me too.
So
Well, I mean, I think I broke my pinky. I just never got it x-rayed.
yeah,
Probably.
doesn't
But
count.
There you go. I
Hell
don't know if
yeah.
you guys can see that.
for sure. Yeah. So the wrist will come back. It's just right now, it's just your body's kind of like protecting itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, it
yeah.
just, but it'll start
Which I'm
to.
probably using it way more than I should. I mean, 100
Honestly,
rounds of bean bags
yeah, but
isn't it?
So
Do
once
that.
you-
You're young,
But
so-
honestly, like now that we're like past the 4-week mark, like,
Yeah.
if your doctor is impressed with you, if he told you have really nice bones, which sounds
Ooh,
like,
heyo.
like then
Start of a
you're
porno?
and you're
Like-
and you're younger. So like that 4 to 6 week range is what we want to see. So you're probably you're
We'll
past
find
that.
out
So now
tomorrow.
soft
I have
tissue takes 6 to 8 weeks. So you know what I mean,
Yeah.
like, so it'll get better over the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment. Hopefully, my final one. I think it's my 5-week checkup. So
Yeah, I'm
I'll
sure.
get X-rays and I'll hold my.
You'll move it around as long as you just tell him you're going to therapy. He won't want to see you back. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
too busy. You know what I
You're
mean?
gonna
Like,
walk
they're
in and
okay.
be like, "Here comes that guy with the nice bones."
Yes.
Heyo. Watch out.
But yeah, so the weekend I broke it on a Wednesday. That Friday I was going back home. So I broke it Wednesday night, went to the urgent care, got put in like a whole elbow thing. I went to the wrist specialist the next day. She put me in like a just a cast, like a brace they put you in after. And then I flew home with that brace on all the way back to Florida, stayed for the weekend in a brace with a broken wrist, and you couldn't move my fingers or anything. If it moved, it hurt so bad. It was not fun.
Yeah, flying
not
would suck
recommend
too.
it.
Yeah, like just don't touch my arm, like kind of thing.
Yeah. And then when I was going through TSA, I told the TSA guys, like, I can't take this off. I just broke it like a day ago. You touch my thumb or my wrist, squeeze it, it's going to hurt. What does he do? Squeezes my wrist. I'm like,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
you got to do your job, but
You know,
That's
has
what
to
I
be
would
about
have.
it,
I
though.
would have just
Just wind it.
cried.
You know what
I would
mean?
have just cried right on him. Be like, "You did this to me.
like here.
I told you this would happen.
That would be
It hurts."
next level, for sure. So for the college stuff, do you guys have like a travel schedule and stuff set up, or do you guys just kind of
yeah.
follow around like the opens, or what do you guys do?
So in that post, you can actually see like one of our events we just played in, which was Tennessee,
Okay.
which I shot like a 7.5. Like if the person who posted that did some digging, went all the way back, they'd notice this season, my first event, I shot a 5.5 at.
There you
So
go.
if that helps for anything. And that was a couple weeks ago. And
See, if you guys
think that
keep
was my first-
practicing and believe in your hearts, you can win too.
You can win tier 4 with a broken.
But that was
wrist.
my first time throwing right-handed back in practice.
Okay.
So, but we went to Tennessee a couple weeks ago, the weekend before the Open, I believe.
Okay.
And pretty much the entire team went. There was only like 2 guys who didn't go, but that was a drivable one. It was
Okay.
like 4.5 hours. And then ECU, I think a good bit of the teams are going to go.
Okay.
And then any like events we have to fly to, we send like 4 people. So
Okay.
we'll send 2 doubles teams. And then 2 of them are usually people who are like near there. So I believe the next one we're sending Tyler Harrington and Chase Longsmith,
Okay.
which are 2. It's in Wisconsin, I believe.
Okay.
Okay.
I could be totally wrong on that, but we're sending those 2, I'm pretty sure. And then we'll send like 2 other people,
Okay.
whoever like we think deserves a spot that week,
Sweet.
or whoever coach thinks deserves a spot that week.
Oh yeah.
I like that. Like,
Yeah.
kind of gives everyone their chance. You know, if they perform,
For
if
sure.
they're strike while the iron's hot,
For sure.
ship them
Yeah,
out, go
pretty
win some
much.
stuff. Yeah.
Well, tell coach we said, hey,
Hell yeah.
he was a guest. Was it last year? I think, right?
I
Or
think,
2 years ago?
Yeah, we brought
Dusty?
him on. Yeah, whenever this whole Winthrop, it was probably 2 years ago now.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, Dusty's an amazing coach.
Yeah, he's awesome. dude.
He tries to create a family. It's not even tries. He does. We're not a team. We're a family at this
That's
point.
cool. That's cool. And you guys seem pretty tight knit, so
Yeah.
excited to watch it. I
He
hope.
used to be
Yeah.
the beer guy there in at Rock Hill. I don't know if he's still doing
For
that
sure.
gig, but like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he runs the beer vendor for
Yeah.
the open number
He's
1.
always
world.
hustling.
yeah. So if you ever need, to find beer, just find Dusty.
Dude, and that's why, like, that's where our relationship started because like
It
he was
is.
giving us beer like ahead of the line. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like, he's like,
He let us buy a case.
Yeah.
Like, bypass the bar and just keep it at our bar. It was
did.
perfect.
he was
There you go.
gentleman and a scholar. So, all right.
Indeed.
Well, Bailey, thank you very much for joining us. The dramatic reading was awesome. We
Hell
know
yeah.
now we have the true story. So stop giving the guy a hard time. He's not that big of a sandbagger.
Yeah, don't worry. We're on your side.
He's on the mend.
But just lean into the
Appreciate
sandbagger thing.
Do you really should?
Maybe
you
that
should have
should
played
be like
heel.
your
Yeah, yeah,
nickname.
yeah. That
Like
would be funny
Bailey
as shit.
Sandbagger hires.
Dude,
Like,
that would
let's
be
go.
funny as shit.
Sandbagger for hires. Bro, dude, that's your new channel right there.
Or what you should
That's
do
a good
is
one.
get this post printed out. Oh, hold on. We can't let him go yet. Get this post printed out and then put it with your plaque. Like just like have it framed right
Yes.
next to it. Also, you can't see the post because you're banned from Addicted to Cornhole. Why are you banned from Addicted to Cornhole? I got to hear this.
I have no idea. Like I guess I'm blocked. I don't know if they tried to block the wrong person. I got blocked, but like if I type it into my Facebook, nothing pops up.
Hey,
So all
if,
these posts I've been seeing are from like teammates, friends.
so hey,
I found out secondhand.
administrators from Addicted to Cornhole. I know like 4 of you at least listen to the show. Like,
Yes.
unblock them. I used to be one, but I'm not an administrator anymore.
Couldn't handle that sauce.
No, I didn't want it. Like it's
Yeah, it's
yeah,
too
I don't.
much.
You know, it's-
We just want to be there for the dramas, like dramaticism.
yeah.
It's
If
fine.
you're on block, yeah, you should not be blocked. If you're on a college program from Addicted to Cornhole, I thought there was like some awesome story. Like you made a really good post. I'm like, ooh, that'd be
yeah,
awesome.
like a really juicy one that like just got you banned for life.
Sometimes I'm
I've
surprised.
been
we're-
trying. I know.
Sometimes I'm surprised we're not yet.
I'm
but
shocked too. We're trying.
we have tried,
Not hard enough.
not tried at all. So yeah, Bailey, good luck this season
Thank you.
for sure.
Hell
So yeah, we'll just pause for just a minute, and then we'll hop back on.
Yeah.
Recording stopped.
All right. So that was fun.
It was fun, man. Like always nice meeting the up and coming like college kids and
Oh, yeah.
stuff. And
Shout out to Bailey
yeah,
again.
appreciate you coming on and telling us your story. Because honestly, as soon as we heard that it was a Winthrop player, like there was definitely something else behind the scenes, which we both accurately predicted of
Correct.
being the CPI issue.
And I think also the director being brand new and not recognizing a player
Yeah.
from like former talent level, like
And you have limited stats to go off of and stuff.
I have a hard time believing like if it was like Athena or Michael sitting there at the booth,
Yeah.
right? Checking people in right there, like running the show at that stage, that mistake is being made. Like it's just not going to. Again, mistakes are going to be made. It was a mistake.
Yeah.
There's an explanation behind it. It's not like he was just purposely dropping down. He did not want to do that. But if they're going to put you there, you got to take care of business. Like, he couldn't go to practice with his boys and
Yes.
not win tier 4, right?
I agree. Yeah.
And he had to dig
You-
deep and
you
find
gotta-
it. And his wrist is still pretty jacked up. I mean, he just showed it to us. Like,
Yeah,
on
he has
camera.
no
It's-
range of
yeah,
motion
it's
in it.
pretty,
So, like, I mean,
it's actually
kudos to
impressive
him.
that he was actually still able to get through it. So,
100%, yeah.
hell yeah. So it was good stuff. So,
What's everyone else's excuse? Like,
I
you
don't
guys
have
didn't
one.
beat a dude that just broke
I'm just
his
getting
wrist
old.
like a month ago.
I'm just getting old. Like, I was actually sore after throwing in Cito's tournament. I was disgusted with myself.
I
Like,
believe
you're
it.
throwing underhand. Like, what are you talking about right now?
Sean, this is why we call it a sport, all right?
Damn it. Damn it. Can you cue the
It
rap
is
horn?
physically exhausting. We know this.
All right, you can reach us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all the other ones at Big Ass Cornhole.
There's Facebook too. Like, for some reason, it still has Big Ass Cornhole podcast in there.
I'm gonna
Can't shake
change it.
I know,
I'm
just messing
gonna
with you.
change it eventually.
And
We're rolling
shout
into
out to
it.
our sponsors.
Oh yeah,
Draggin Bags. Head over there, pick up yourself some great bags.
their new
gear.
bags just released too.
Yes,
like,
they
so
did.
now
So
is the time to
ready
pounce.
for the next season. Now's the time to go break them in, get ready for the year. So head over to Draggin Bags, pick yourself up a set today, and then also Airwolf Athletics. Like, get with the howl, baby. All right, hottest gear in the market, greatest people in cornhole. Head over to Airwolf Athletics and rep the brand, man. Join the movement.
I don't think I talked about it enough when I played in Cito's tournament that we started with the Dirty Dragons,
Yeah.
and that's when I was playing the best.
With
It
the
was
real
crazy.
sticky bag.
Yeah, but then the boards tacked up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we made the move to Power Dragons, and we were throwing even better. So
at
it's like,
that.
I'm telling you, you just want to have a nice little arsenal. Everything's worth it.
Yeah, don't buy just one set.
I need a new,
Buy
another.
five.
I need a new. I was telling my wife, I'm like, I need a new Airwolf hat.
Yes.
Like, and she's like, you don't. You have like 30 of them. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
but
know, but
they're
that's what I
old.
need. I know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I just need a new one. So
I know. I mistakenly told her that
I'm gonna
I
go
washed
shopping.
mine the other day.
I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna go shopping. I'm gonna go home and shop.
Buy myself a new hat.
I'm gonna buy myself a brand new hat. How about that? If you want to support the show, we would greatly appreciate it. And you can do so at patreon.com/bigasscornhole. And for the price of beer a month, you get some bonus content. You get the video versions of our show. We do random giveaways. We do monthly happy hours. I think the next happy hour is going to be coming up next week.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, we have a blast doing it. It's kind of like where I post the most stuff. So if we learn something, we find something out behind the scenes, we post it on Patreon. It's a great way to connect. We love all of our current Patreon people. We would be able to do the show without you guys, so we do greatly appreciate it. So if you'd like to do so, head over to patreon.com/bigasscornhole, and we greatly appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
All right, so hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We're going to be joined by Dylan Ledbetter from CBC. We have a great discussion about kind of the subtle differences between the ACL and ACO, a lot about the ACO payout structure that we kind of are learning about as we go.
Yeah.
And at the end, we kind of draft, like, on Addicted to Cornhole, there's about 1 million posts about, will there ever be like this tournament where it's ACL versus ACO and they're facing off the best of the best, like Battle Royale. So we do draft for it.
Yep.
ACL versus ACO
Finally.
draft. We wrap it up with that. Hope you guys enjoy it. Have an awesome week. And as always, we hope you throw it straight. That's nothing but 4-baggers from here on out.
Cornhole it.
Later. All right, well, welcome back to the Big Ass Cornhole Podcast. We are now joined by Mr. CBC Cornhole himself, Mr. Dylan Ledbetter. What's going on, man?
What's going on, guys? Appreciate y'all for having me back. Second appearance here. So excited. You know, more things have happened. The cornhole world is so crazy right now.
It's
so
kind of
always good to be able to talk.
This is like the best time of year, like to have content game in the cornhole world.
Yes.
Like just after the off season, and now all the events are starting. You can kind of see how performances are panning out. So it's a good time. So.
Free flowing content this time of year.
Yeah.
Wild speculation time,
Oh, it's-
which is always my favorite.
Oh, it's the best. The best. Well, you just thanks for taking the time though. You said you had just gotten back from the Hamilton major.
Yeah. They had the Hamilton major up in Ohio this last weekend. Biggest major they've had over there. I think single started with a little over 500 players or
Sweet.
close to it. So that's a really big event for the ACO. And we have a huge one down in Alabama next weekend, which will probably be 300 or so. So really pulling in a lot of players this year. ton of hype around we'll get into the individuals that were there this weekend. But really exciting stuff. Yeah.
Is Ohio like one of like the big population spots for ACO?
Yeah, I put it in the cornhole belt, right? Like I think that ACO has like a belt where you kind of feed, probably starting at Ohio and
like
then
Indiana,
it feeds down
Kentucky,
to like Georgia, right?
Oh,
It's like
okay.
a little
Okay.
bit of like
Okay.
a California look,
Okay. Oh, okay. I
like,
gotcha.
and it just like runs down. You get some Arkansas, Alabama,
I know. I'm like,
Tennessee,
I'm
Kentucky, Illinois.
I went to our U.S. education system, so
Yeah.
like my geography, I'm like trying to picture it. I'm like, it's not like real
Yeah,
sharp. on that.
California
Yeah.
looks a lot bigger on. A
I can
map
picture
than it
California.
really
Yeah,
is.
correct. Yeah, correct. So who? So event went smoothly. I take it.
Yeah, it went really well. Like I said, the difference, I mean, it's a long night, right? When you have 500 singles players, because ACO does singles and doubles on the same day,
Okay.
which has its pros and cons, which we can also get into later. ACL has 2 days, one day's doubles, 1 day singles. So, players are starting at 8, 9, 10 in the morning, and then they'll play, if you play well, until, borderline 1 in the morning.
Okay. Did you play this weekend?
Yeah, I played both events. I played co-ed with my girlfriend. We took 13th out of 62 teams. So,
Sweet.
that's not bad.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Then I played doubles with my business partner, Bill. We made the main bracket. We went 2-2, 25th in our bracket. So top 50 out of like 200 something teams. Not bad.
Sweet.
And then I played singles, made the main bracket. And then I drew Jeremiah first game. And then I played Cheyenne second game.
I heard you had him
that
on the
was
ropes.
really fun. Yeah, I played well. I mean, I threw like a 9-7 against Jeremiah, and I think the closest the score was like 14-10 or something like that. I mean, 0-0 was really close at that point too.
Correct.
But there were like 30 or 40 people, and he draws a crowd on his own. But then
does.
I'm my own. CBC's its own personality in the ACO as well. So for like the commentator, broadcaster, bag maker to play the Jeremiah Ellis, it's a pull no matter what.
sure.
And all the pressure's on him. It's a great game for
100%.
me, right?
Yes.
Like there's no reason I should ever win this. So let's just go. If I lose 21-0, that's everybody excited. They walk away. They're like, "Hey, good try, Dylan." If I scored
100%.
3, I flexed when I scored like 1 point. And,
I actually preferred playing pros, like when we would go to like regional events and stuff.
Zero
because, like,
expectations.
Yeah, I'm supposed to lose this. Like you're supposed to beat me, but if I get hot, like it's like how embarrassing is that?
And I
gonna
would
be?
never let them forget. Be like, by the way, if I beat you, I'm going to talk about it.
Chad Brown.
Just add a little bit of that extra nerve to him. Like it's always the best.
Yeah,
So,
my doubles partner and me like 3 seasons ago beat the Hurts at a major.
Oh,
I
no
still
shit.
talk about it on the
Oh,
podcast.
you have to.
right?
Yeah.
Like I'll still bring it up.
Oh yeah, for sure. I would do. Yeah, should have them sign up like a picture of you guys. Like if you can find a picture of like that match, you should have like the Hurt brothers sign it. That'd be kind of funny.
Yeah, that would
100%.
be funny. They're good dudes too. They would do it. They would like laugh. And be like, here you go. Dude.
Yeah, for
like, please get away from me. I'm over this.
So who were who ended up taking it down in singles and doubles?
Doubles was Sebastian Barger and Tyler Goodwin.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean both really good dudes. They've been playing a long time.
Yeah.
They've been back. I mean Sebastian doesn't play much ACL, but he's played some stuff like in the last couple of years. Tyler Goodwin played ACL last year a little bit, came back over like kind of halfway through.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened with that, but he's a good player. And then Isaac won doubles. He got the double dip on this guy Scotty Ball, who's a really good ACO pro.
Okay.
He's top 10 guy from last season. He threw for us last season. He's on a different bag company this year. But Isaac, man, when he gets hot, he runs through a loser's bracket like there's no tomorrow. It's really wild. He'll win 11, 12 games in a row.
Do you think he's the top dog like overall?
If I was to power rank today, it's him or Sebastian. Sebastian's been to 4 majors. He's taken 3 second overalls, and this weekend was a 9th.
Was he
So, I
king
mean,
of
that's
cornhole
really
last
good.
year?
What's that?
Was he
Yeah,
king of cornhole? Okay, that's what I was trying to picture. Okay, all right, now I know who it is.
And Isaac the year before.
Because
And
he's been,
Sebastian
I know
finished-
the name. Like he's been around for a very long time, I believe, right?
Yeah, and he's young. He's 19, 20 years old.
Yeah, that's
He
what I mean.
went to Bag and Bash, and he took second to Logan Chamberlain at Bag and Bash.
Okay.
Beat like Adam Hissner, Sebastian's really, really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So between them two, I'd say if I was to make my power rankings today.
Okay. And Isaac's super young too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, 17. Yeah, 17, I think.
That's so crazy, man.
Yeah, when we just saw Cash, I just watched that Cash.
I,
game.
Literally, I was just gonna bring that up. Like he's 9 years old, just won the ACL Open.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? So I wanted to get into this at some point. I think this is kind of like a natural segue. You had made a post that we did a dramatic reading on like a month ago about a family man, and we'll get into that in a second. But what do you think about like the youth dominance right now? Because it's like getting worse every year. It seems like every year, like the winners
Well,
are
worse
getting
or
younger.
better, right? Like, I mean, depends on your perspective.
I think there's an argument to be said on both sides.
Yeah, I think the age is what matters to me. Like, what are you sacrificing to do this?
Yeah.
Right. And I think that there's a time and place for it. I think, like, I mean, Cash at his age, this is like travel ball that we all went through, right?
Correct.
Your parents dump a bunch of money into this thing.
Yep.
You're going to go for it. Make sure your grades stay up, right?
Yep.
And that's it. Like, I remember I played young and travel ball, and my dad's like, hey, we're spending a lot of money. You fall below 3.0, you're done. And I did at one point, and I didn't play for like 2 weeks until my grade point average was back up, right? And like, I don't know if parents still have those type of stipulations. I'm sure a lot do. It's just that was my household and how it ran.
Yeah.
I get worried in the 16 to 23 age. And like, I know 23 isn't kids, but these are young adults, right? Where we're talking like you need to figure out what you're going to do somewhat. You have some time to play around, but that's where for me it gets sketchy. At 9 years old, I think you could do whatever you want. We got this kid on our team, Drew.
He's going to be there anyways. You know what I mean? You know, at some point he's going to be there anyways. You know, his dad is owner of one of the biggest cornhole bag companies. And stuff. You know what I mean? Like I get it, but I don't know. I worry also like just kids being in that environment sometimes. You know what I mean? Like we've already seen some stuff
get
pop
rowdy
up.
sometimes,
And, it just gets rowdy. And all it takes is one time. And I don't know. I've just always been like, I think there's a time and a place for juniors, but like they can have like their own thing, but like they don't necessarily need to mix around with the adults.
Yes.
Yeah, how do you
agree.
separate at this point though? And I think you guys bounce this around too.
You have to
and,
just
like,
make
I
it
don't
clean
even
cut.
know.
No one's going to be happy, but it just has to start somewhere, and someone just has to have the balls to do it. And no one wants to do it because, like, oh, it's cute. Like the 9-year-old's winning. Sweet, he can go win against other 9-year-olds, and it's still going to be cute.
Yeah.
Like it's still, and guess what? That's probably going to be the most entertaining match we'll have all day.
100%. Yeah. Like those are always fun. Like kids versus kids. That like
I
you
just
look
think
at
it's holding the sport back in general.
look at the
in
broadcast.
long
There's
term.
always a shit ton out there for like the juniors. Like,
Because we should want guys like Cash not being on the pro circuit, but like growing his like middle school program, and then going to a high school and being the #1 college recruit. Like that's how you build the game overall, not just by having them play a 9-year-old play on ESPN.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We had a 12-year-old this weekend who played Jeremiah like a 22-round game. He threw like a 10-9-5, and like he had a crazy crowd. And then, but the cool thing was there were other 12-year-olds that are like not good players yet, you know, but they're like, I hope I can throw like Drew someday, you know, and it's like, that's what we want that to be, you know, and you're an influencer but I mean, do they get that same kind of love if they only play people their age? I don't know. Right. And that's where it's like, you're getting so much love for them and loving the game because 12-year-olds like, I can beat adults, which isn't good for the sport of cornhole. I don't know. The horseshoe guy like is starting to look really smart, you know, and I don't like that.
Very true.
So
Very true.
I don't know, you know. I mean, I love watching them though.
I think it kind of goes along the same route as like your post from like a month ago about the family man aspect of like where is the game going? Like if the pro rank keeps getting younger and younger, and right now I think it's kind of inevitable if nothing changes. We're gonna have the whole pro crowd is gonna be basically from like 18 to 25. It's gonna be the entire pro rank. I would argue that like most professional sports that's the age range because like that's when you're the most athletic.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense why those guys are really good. Link into that like you don't have job responsibilities, most of them. You know what I mean? Like don't have kids, you're not married. That all helps the situation. But a lot of those other athletes in pro sports like they don't either. So like I'm okay with it, kind of. But I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's so weird, and you've talked about this before, where you have like the drunk dude playing the 9-year-old kid, right? Yeah. And it's like, what do you think? What is cornhole supposed to be? And it's like, I like both of those things, right, by themselves. Together, though, is this supposed to be how this is? Yeah. You know, it's very strange, and that's like one of the things you spoke about a lot, and I agree with it. It's like is it safe for the kids to be there doing this and involved with all this kind of stuff?
And I'm not saying I don't love the cornhole community. Like, I think we're bad people. Like, of course I love it. Like, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't. I can't tell you what my neighbor across the street is. Good guy. But like, I don't know what happens. You know what I mean?
We
like,
can't speak on behalf of
that's
everyone that goes to every cornhole event.
And we've seen stories pop up through the years of stuff happening. I'm just trying to avoid. And I just want to avoid all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it is. I think that it's really fun. I just think that if we break it down and just make a hard endpoint and like you have like this junior division, if you want to call it a junior pro division, fine, fuck it.
Sweet.
Whatever. Yeah. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to somebody that came over this year, and they kind of were like, 25 years old, and they're like, well, honestly, I have no insurance, I have no retirement, and like some of that you need to learn to do on your own, right? If you're going to play cornhole for a living, like the Conos and the Chamberlains and stuff, like hopefully those dudes are taking their winnings and they're getting a 457 going for themselves or something, you know, an IRA, a CD, I don't care what it is, you know, but if you're just spending that money, you know, you're going to get to a point where, like you said, these kids are going to pass you up and you're going to be 25, 27, and you're going to have no life skills. And you spoke about this before, and I speak about this as well. You know, that scares me for the kids, you know, and, I don't know. That's the problem for me, you know, is where does Logan Chamberlain end up at 28? You know, I hope he's still playing cornhole. I hope he can do this for the rest of his life. You know, that'd be great. Realistically, we haven't seen it done yet.
No. And that's kind of the beautiful thing is that it's such a new sport. Like we're still like the pioneers of like, this whole whatever this could turn into like 100 years from now if it's still around. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I worry the most about like that middle range. It's like right when you're losing parents' insurance. Like I can't, because I know I would put myself in their shoes. Like if I was a young 20 dude, like I'm definitely doing that. 100%. We talked about it before. Like if I was that age and I was that good, like fuck yeah, I'd be traveling around like partying, going to cornhole stuff. Like that's 100%. It's basically called college. Basically, I just didn't have to travel. You know what I mean? But I definitely would have done it. But I also had an end to the meet, like somewhere, you know, I had like an end goal to get to, and that's where cornhole just doesn't have that right now. There's not that huge payday that you can live off your life, or
we haven't had you know, the Nike investment or something come through yet. So like that's, you know, that's kind of what the issue is. There's not enough money in the game.
And I think that's like a segue too of why we're seeing the ACL players come back to the ACO. Is like I think it's like the dream was there like 3-4 years ago, right? Where it's like this might legitimately be something I can do as a career. People were pulling in big money, you know, they really were for a second, and there wasn't like taxes being taken out of, and your deals weren't falling through for the most part, and bag sales were nutso, right? And then people started to realize to stay at the top is very, very hard. Even if you practice as much as everybody else, somebody could show up like Cash and be 9 years old and throw 11-11 over 11-19 over 53 rounds, and it doesn't matter how much you practice in your garage anymore. You know, it does not matter. And so they came back because they just didn't want to be held on to. They're like, dude, I want to play wherever I can. I'm tired of having this tournament an hour and a half away from me with all my buddies, and I can't go because I signed this contract. You know, that's what I've been hearing from the people that I've been talking to. It's just, I want to play wherever I want. And now I can do that. I can go play advanced at the Opens, and I can come here and I can play at the ACO majors, you know, and that's just what they want to do.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't shock me if we eventually see a change from the ACL on their stance on this. Because like, I think early on there was such a like an intense rivalry because they were competing for the same players, you know what I mean, as both organizations were trying to grow. So ACL took a hard stance and be like, no, if you're ours, you're ours. Like you can't be flip flopping, don't double dip. You know, we can't be having you go play another event when we need our crowds full. And I think now like both leagues are established enough. Like I think you can just kind of let it go. Like I think the ACL has done enough at this point to kind of, they are like the pro league, right? They're like, if you want to be like playing against the best and like you want the ESPN exposure and, you know, the possibility of like, you know, the sponsorship deal, like you would probably go to ACL route. But if you want the freedom to play wherever, you go to ACL. So like it makes sense. And I think a lot of it's just, you know, like guys like Jeremiah, who's been very public about like, it takes a huge time commitment when you have wife and kids. And, you know, if there's just more, he lives in like the home of the ACO pretty much. Like the ACO is like all around him. So it's just easier for him to do that.
100%. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And I do think you make a good argument of like what makes the ACL more professional. Because a lot of these people, I think people saying the players are better, I think is ridiculous, right? And I think it's being proven right now, right? Like these people, you know, people are claiming Jeremiah was going to come over and dominate, and he might not just be playing as much anymore, right? And he might just be kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
Or Cheyenne, right? We see her take a 17th in women's is crazy, and everybody's shocked. But maybe she's just having a good time now, you know. And I think that's a good thing. I do think that there's something to say though that like you could make more money in the ACL and that you can be on ESPN. I think those things matter. But to say the players are better, I think is an inaccurate statement. And I think we're seeing that, you know, with all these guys back, Damon and Terry and Adrian Johnson and Jeremiah.
I mean, well, some of the like Damon just went to an event and won.
He took seniors. Yeah, he won seniors.
So that's good. I mean, we said Tyler, was it Tyler Goodwin?
Tyler Goodwin. Yeah, he was ACO. You know, he played one ACL season last year, but he
Okay.
was ACO the year before that. Pretty successful
Okay.
in the ACO. Yeah, I mean, we had Bryce Forbes there this weekend, and him and Jeremiah, I think, took 7th in their bracket with 2 brackets. That's a team that everybody kind of, like I said, they say these things like dominate. It's like there's players, and I make this argument, people, there are 100 people in this building that could throw over a 10-7 for the whole day, and you've never heard of them.
Oh, yeah.
You've never heard of them.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Nobody's going to dominate the sport. And to see people do it, like Mark is like the example, or Jamie, where it's like there's a couple people.
Yeah,
and
that's it. I was gonna say, there's really only like 2 guys that have dominated. So, like, really, when it
Like
comes-
year in,
I mean,
year out, yeah.
early on, I mean, Matt Guy obviously won fucking pretty much everything, like forever, and then
Yeah.
then that just switched, and then it's been kind of Jamie or Mark pretty much every year.
Yeah.
Like since Mark kind of
It
came on
seems
the
to be
scene.
the-
So,
I mean, you can throw Tony in the mix too.
we're going to be doing an exercise that's going to we'll have an opportunity to speak up on some ACL versus ACO stuff. But I wanted to get to one or two things before we get to that. You own a bag company in the ACO, all right, CBC. How, have you since you've owned it, like have you guys changed anything for like how you guys handle sponsorships, or have you seen what players are asking? Like I guess I'm not real familiar how it works in the ACO. Like do you guys pay players ever?
Yeah. So
Okay.
we've changed a lot, and we were kind of one of the first ACO companies to go with like a big team vibe, right? Like last year we did 20 players.
Yeah.
Something like that. I think 18 of them were pros, and then we do some prospect guys. We up and comers are like, hey, we want to give you bags and swag kind of deal with those people, But we've changed it a lot, and like we were doing sign-on bonuses, and we had a dude last year. We gave him a few $100 sign-on. He played in 2 majors, then I haven't heard from him. Like, all right, now nobody's getting sign-on bonuses anymore, like, and that's kind of where, and that's our business decision. If people are doing that, I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm saying if this goes bad for us with somebody, we're just going to take a step back on that. If we've got somebody that's been on the team 3, 4, 5 years, right? They've always fulfilled their obligations. Like, hey, can you do $1,000 at the start of the season? There's probably a door open for that to happen.
For sure.
Loyalty
Loyalty means
mainly
something.
We're doing entries, incentives. Some people are kind of getting paid to show up, like X amount of dollars per major. But it's a big trust thing,
For sure.
And but we're not doing the. We were asked one year by one of the kings of cornhole, like, hey, I want $8,000, and we're like, we can't do $8,000, dude. If you can sell $8,000 worth of bags, like we can talk about it, but that's an insane amount. Like, you have no idea how many sets. That's 1,000 sets of our bags, and that's not even including the materials and the effort and everything else, right? So we're talking, you probably need to sell 1,500 sets of bags or something, right? It's crazy.
Yeah. And it's like you have to, if you get to that number, you have to like break it down to like how many sets of bags like per day would they have to sell. You know what I mean? Because that's when it really hits them. It's like, I have to sell 4 sets of fucking day. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, there's no way.
We did that on our podcast like 2 weeks ago. Like, Bill just pulled up, like, my business partner, Bill, he pulled up the math on, like, okay, if you want, like, it's like $4,000 or something, like, you have to do this, and this. And we're like, folks, look at this. Like, this is not possible right now and he was breaking it down by the amount of bag companies as well. Like, if every player bought 10 sets of bags, right? This doesn't include the pros that all get free bags and all the other guys that are getting handshake deals and everything else, and sold them. Like, this is how much money's left over. And it was like $10,000 a company. It's crazy.
No, it's crazy. No, I think it's it comes down to, you have to really, like, trying to think how I want to word this. Kind of blanking out now. Kind of lost my thought.
Noticed,
completely.
I'm losing train of thought now.
I was, yes.
Look at that. Gotta love it.
Happens.
It does to the best of us, apparently. How do you like the singles and doubles being first, like one day? It's a long fucking day, man.
Yeah, but it's good for players because, like, they don't have, if they don't want to take a day off work, realistically,
that is nice. I will give you that.
Hours, you don't have to. If you work a Monday to Friday, you get off work, you leave Friday, you come down, you play doubles and singles, you leave Sunday late at night, or Saturday late at night if you have to.
That doesn't. I mean, obviously, the whole thing makes it cheaper then. I mean, like less hotel costs and stuff like that. No, I definitely
need one night.
But somebody who, I'm trying to think of who talked to me yesterday. It was a ex-ACL guy, and he's like, I got to get used to the long days again.
Yeah,
right?
man.
Like, he played a year or two in the ACL where it was broken. I mean, he's like, it's still long days.
Yeah,
right? It's more rounders.
Yeah.
Because the pros don't, in the ACO, an ACO pro doesn't have to play in the pool play. They're automatically shuffled into the main bracket.
Can they play in pool play if they want to, like as a warm up?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, that's interesting. All right.
And it kind of speeds things up that way,
sure.
right? Like, same with doubles. If 2 pros are on a doubles team, which doubles pool play starts at 8 a.m. So like my partner and me, Bill, we're there at 8 a.m. Pro doesn't have to show up till probably 10, 11 o'clock, right? And then they do doubles main, and some of the pros, this is kind of controversial, and then singles pools, right? So there's kind of a break. Well, these guys, the problem with that is half of these guys start drinking, right? And that's like, you probably should like get some decent food. You could even take a nap. It's like, no, we're hanging out, and I get that.
Yeah.
And then singles main starts.
You do have to
So
learn
it
how to
is
go to
all day.
like those big events though.
Yeah.
Like
You
those
gotta-
all day
They
things.
will,
Like
they
you,
will, yeah.
you have to learn. Like it's same thing when we go to TCL events.
Oh, for sure.
TCL
It's-
events are long.
It's a
days.
marathon. It's not a sprint.
The one thing that TCL does very well is that they do a 2-hour intermission, like from rounders into like the bracket.
Yep.
It makes a world of difference for you to be able to go get food, go back and lay down for an hour or two or something.
Yep.
That never
Come on
actually
back.
happens,
No, it
but
doesn't,
like
but,
I mean, but,
Yeah.
You know,
it gives
we
you the
always talk
opportunity.
about
Yeah,
it.
correct. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Like,
Yeah.
we should be smart in doing that kind of stuff, but it's not like our performance matters anyway. So,
Yeah, I have a theory, that like that also like the non-drinkers are kind of taking over cornhole as well because of the long days,
Yeah.
right? Like not saying that like these people are getting inebriated or anything and then like unable to throw well.
For sure.
You're just getting tired when you drink. I don't drink anymore, but I know when I used to drink all day, by 5 p.m. if you started at 10, you're like, dang, dude, I need some energy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
where'd
correct.
the energy go?
100%. 100.
And so you're seeing, I mean, we just saw the finals was 2 juniors for the ACL, and a lot of the guys in ACO as well, your top guys just aren't really drinking that much throughout the day. They know this is a long day.
53 rounds they went.
Yeah, it's an hour and
53.
4 minutes, I think. Jake
Yeah.
Brandon said an hour and 4 minutes
Yeah.
for one match. dude.
Bananas.
I don't think I've played like 53 rounds in a single month, like of cornhole.
If you want to know the honest truth, I think if you went back for like the last 2 or 3 years and looked at my ACL stats,
I doubt you're probably like at like 45 rounds total.
I know I'm saying like total length of time
Yeah.
played on the boards is well under probably an hour.
Yeah,
I bet.
yeah, I believe it.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
One game. Wow. That's crazy. That's why it's like I don't even. You just have to have so much time to practice.
Yeah, I mean it's
play
easy when
consistently.
people face us though, because it's like 4-minute game. Done. Like,
Yeah, that's where I get caught up because I don't play a ton either. And so you get me like, I'm in round 17. I'm like, I'm kind of over this right now.
Yeah. Or like I'm
and I
like
think
I'm
we
still
got
in
guys
this.
like
Like
that.
holy shit.
yeah, I'm like,
oh,
God, I gotta pee.
Yeah.
Like, come
Yeah,
on, man.
another.
Like, let's go.
I mean, this ACO plug, but they do the skins format. I don't know if you've watched any of that.
Love,
yet.
that's actually
Yeah,
I think
I
the
love
best thing
the-
the ACO
yeah,
has going.
skins
I
are
love the
sweet.
skin format.
Really cool. Yeah,
sure.
where it's a frame at a time. It doesn't matter if you lose the frame 12-1.
It encourages you to like go
chase.
chase bags and to go and be aggressive, and I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, and Josh Holland won it. And I talked to, this is his first year back being an ACO pro. Last year he had to like requalify and everything.
Yeah.
And I told Bill on the way up, I was like, somebody that's going to be really good at this is Josh Holland. Because that dude gets bored, right? 20 rounds into a game, Josh Holland's like over it. Like he really is. He'll start doing things that like he'll shoot open board airmails for a round just because he's bored, dude. And
Yeah.
it's like that skins format. I was like, he's gonna like that.
Josh Holland could be one of the best players in the country if he actually like gave a shit. It's crazy.
100%.
Like I've never
Yeah.
seen somebody like he's really good, and I think like the new wave of people probably don't even realize who Josh Holland was, but like he was really good for a long time.
Was it him and Alex Rawls that were facing off like to become pros or
It
something?
was him. One of the best matches I've ever seen in my life is when he faced off Trey Birchfield in California, and it was like just this epic match. It went very long. Like
Like 48 rounds.
Yeah,
or
I was gonna say
something
it
like
might have
that.
been
I
the
remember
longest.
that.
It might have been one of the longest at the time,
Yeah.
or like set the new record for it. It was pretty gnarly.
I mean,
Yeah,
you remember
yeah.
seeing him at Worlds when he was
Oh,
still
yeah.
advanced?
Yeah.
Like who wasn't he facing Alex Rawls?
No,
in that?
no. He was play. Oh wow, that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
so that
that's what I'm
was.
saying.
No, he played. Oh shit, who was it? I'll think of it.
I thought it was Rawls.
Yeah, Josh is a stud though. Every shot, dude. He's got every single shot.
He does.
Yeah, he's fun to watch. But like I said, he'll get bored. I'll see him in a game, and he's like, I can tell he's over it. And it's like, oh man, I wish you weren't over it right now because you could win.
Because you could take it down.
So where
Yeah.
are the other like really big events this year for ACO?
Yeah, so Spooky Nook is always a big one.
Okay.
Owensboro is the super major, which
Okay.
is like the New Year's Eve
that
weekend, and that's their
Indiana?
3-day event.
Where is that at?
Owensboro, Kentucky.
Kentucky,
So it's
okay.
just like outside of Evansville, Indiana. So kind of on that Indiana Kentucky border.
Okay.
It might not be too far from y'all. I'm not sure. We're like 2 hours.
No, yeah,
from
we
here.
Probably
we
5
looked this
hours
up.
if
I
I
think
had to
it's
guess.
5-hour drive.
Yeah,
for
probably
us.
5 hours or so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really big one. Anything in Alabama draws a pretty big crowd.
Okay.
There'll be a couple down there. We do one in Clarksville, like in the city I live in, actually.
Okay.
We usually, and then big major is like 300 players, right?
Okay.
It's like, and there'll probably be 8 to 12 of those throughout the season of
Okay.
about 36 majors. So,
Okay.
and it's all over the place. And yeah, we talk about, they talk crap about the small majors, people do. It's like, oh, Bryan, Texas had 40 something players. And it's like, and the reason for that is because the accessibility for the people in the cornhole belt, right? They're like, I'm not traveling all the way over there,
Yeah.
And in the ACL side of things, like you kind of have to, if you want to make it, unless you're really, really good.
Yeah.
You got to travel. You got to make some
You gotta
runs.
chase points.
You gotta probably once a month.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
chase points, and that was one thing that ACL went away from, and then now they're like kind of going back to that like route because it works. If you give people an incentive and like a way to get in, you just got to get there. You get there and play.
You just
like,
dangle the fruit,
Yeah, it's crazy because ACL is like you have less required events, but more events to play in.
Yeah.
Only 8 regionals and 4 majors, and there's nearly 40 majors.
Okay,
and
so here's
regionals
the
are-
joke. Like I don't make fun of I get I think it's great that people don't have to travel far for events. Like I do think that's an
Right,
awesome thing because we want to go. I just think it's funny that like we call them majors. You know what I mean? And then they are small. That's my only thing. It's just
Yep.
it's a semantics thing. That's all it is.
No, and I agree with that. I think we all wish there was more. And it's funny because the people in the cornhole belt in the ACO community are the people that they complain also about it. They're like, oh, I can just travel to Fresno and get points. Like, well, yes, you can. You just don't want to because you
Correct.
have 8 majors within 6 hours of you. I don't blame you, but you have the opportunity, And so it's a funny thing. I go back and forth with them all the time,
How does the payout structure in ACO work? Is it guaranteed payouts for
Yes.
majors, regardless of participation? It doesn't change no matter the numbers.
For singles and doubles, correct,
Okay.
and Pro Series. Pro Series is a free event for the pros as long as they wear their pro jersey. Like that's the only
gotcha.
stipulation.
Okay.
If you want to wear your CBC jersey, I'd have to pay like $200 for my player to do that.
I gotcha. Okay,
not
to
worth
kind
it.
of cover like that. I got
Yeah, so that's $5,000 guaranteed for the Pro Series. There'll be 5 of those, and then $2,500 for singles and doubles. And top
So,
8 players are paid.
Let's take Bryan, Texas, for example. You have a major there. Those payouts are the same as something that would be in Hamilton, Ohio.
Yep.
And people aren't traveling to those events yet.
No,
for those-
and this is the thing, and I mean they're pissed, and I get it. You want more money where there's more participation, and they're doing the numbers. They're like $50 per ticket, 500 players. There's this amount, and you're only paying out this amount. It's like,
Correct.
well, these things are paying for those things because you guys aren't traveling. If all these people continue to go to all these smaller events and participation goes up, the money would be there,
Yeah.
But yeah, they'll get there. There's some that do. It's funny though, Sean, because they hate on them, right? They're like, oh, look at them. They're traveling to go get points.
I
and
mean,
money.
it's called the ACL. I mean, that's why it's funny to me that like we have all these people leaving the ACL, going more ACO, but I just know like they would be the first ones, the first fucking people to go chase points, go in
100%.
and find an easy event. Like we know them now. They go to the ACL Opens if they don't think are going to be well attended.
We still have guys out here that are like finding that like little county fair
dude.
cornhole tournament that's not like advertised online. Like they don't tell anybody.
That's where they make the money.
Keep it
And
low
people
key,
know
yeah.
that.
And if you're a professional player, like you're trying to make a living doing this, right? Why wouldn't you? Your odds are better
Yes.
of winning that money against 40 people versus 300. Like, you know what I mean? It's
We
just a
spoke
simple.
to this 100 times on our podcast. Where
You
the
bet
people
on
complaining,
yourself.
Like, just go, just
Yeah.
go.
You bet on yourself going down there.
Yeah. And if
You
don't
win,
do
it pays
well,
for
I
your
mean,
trip. There you go.
I mean, people
I
in
think they're
Texas.
more afraid,
Oh,
yeah.
now we know why. Like, it's starting to grow in Texas. Well, no fucking shit.
Yeah.
There's 12 of you guys out there, and you guys are competing like for $5,000. Oh, fucking yeah, no shit. Like, you just like we all just show up. We don't invite anyone else. Like, we're gonna be
Guys, we
good.
can
Like,
split this amongst all of us.
Yeah,
We get
it's
a payday.
Yeah,
crazy.
California and Oregon as well. We're starting to get some people out there, and it's started really small and it's gaining. And I talked to one of the guys today that's out there in like Vacaville, California, and I'm like, why ACO? Why'd you guys switch? He's like, well, the ACO came to us. The ACL doesn't come to us.
Yeah.
He's like, there's 40 events. They came out to us. The payouts are the same. The points are the same. He's like, it's a good sell for our players. The membership is only $60.
Yeah.
The bags are only $80. There's no reason these players shouldn't be doing it unless you're chasing the dream. That's the only thing.
It does seem very much that like certain states are like kind of claimed stakes for ACL versus ACO.
Yeah, I think
like
we're-
obviously there's some crossover, but definitely like very heavy.
Yeah, I think we're seeing that
presence.
more so even now.
But that's why it's important for the ACO to like get states like Oregon. You know what I mean? Like if it's not claimed, like there's a lot of people that live up there. You know what I mean? Like the whole West Coast, like up there is kind of the Pacific Northwest has kind of been a little bit untapped. Like I know there is an ACL girl. I think Michael Gonzalez was up there as a director for a while, but
up there.
But yeah, it's wild, man. I that's why I thought I was reading on the website for the payout structure, and I'm reading through it. And I'm like, it doesn't say anything about attendance percentage or anything about payout. But I saw the dollar amount, so I am like, I gotta ask if this is like the same in all these small events.
I kind of like
Yeah,
it.
and Super Major is doubled. The Super Major, there's one a year right now. I wish there was more. Which I mean, I think that they're in the works of doing that. But it's $5,000 per doubles and singles. So they double the purse for that and $10,000 pro series.
I mean, I guess the argument would be for like the pro players or in general, or just players attending the bigger events is like, are these payouts ever going to go up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's, or
They ask about it. They want it to happen. Of course they want it to happen.
for sure.
You know, we theorize it all the time, and we don't see the ACO's finances just like nobody else sees the ACL's finances.
Of course.
We can't even make a good argument. I don't know.
No,
you know what I
100%.
mean? I have no idea.
I just know, I think that argument is going to get louder because I think a large contingency of the people that are coming from the ACL to the ACO, yes, they're going because it's more convenient and there's more local stuff, but they still care about making money. And when they go to these events, you know what I mean? So I don't think that question is going to go away. And it seemed for a long time, like at least for the last 4 or 5 years, it had quieted down. Like the ACO had done a very good job of like flipping the script on like that early narrative of like poor payouts and, you know, like all the rumors of people not getting owed thousands of dollars and whatever. You just don't hear that anymore.
Yeah.
You don't hear it. So
Well,
like,
I mean, that's another thing that with the payouts is at the ACO events, for doubles and singles, your check is there. So you finish up, let's say you took first, you walk over to the ACO tent, you sign your check for $12.50 or whatever it is, and you take it home. So all that stuff that used to happen, and I know Noah's really loud about it. At least, I mean, I think he's probably the loudest about it. And
He's
I don't
loud
know
about
what
a lot of
happened with
stuff.
that, right? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't care. I think that he probably did get screwed in some way, and I hope that that gets rectified someday. I don't know. You want to beat the dead horse, go ahead. But now you sign the check and it's done. You know, and I do respect that with the ACO. You know, it doesn't go in the wallet. You don't got to do the payouts that I don't know. Mike went over all that stuff on his podcast, and I was watching that, and I was like, this is a little crazy. You know?
it's a little old school. But Mike is also like hardcore anti ACL. So it's like he's very much So it's like it's hard to like take his opinion on like anything when he's like so jaded to one side. And that's like that's my only thing with that. But it can be confusing, and like yes, there is fees, but it's also like I don't know. It's just kind of the way the world's moving right now. You know what I mean? Like going more automated. Like I'm surprised your young players like do they know what a check is? Like they're familiar with like do they know what to do with it? Like afterwards, like do they? You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
They like touch their phone to it. And be like,
I thought my generation was like the last one that like would have a checkbook. Like I'm like almost embarrassed to admit that I still have a checkbook.
I have a checkbook too. You know.
Yeah, I don't have one, but I have one. I mean, I used to have one. My grandma still sends me checks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like that's crazy. That's all right. Interesting.
Yeah. The other thing they're coming over, everybody I talked to this week, because I knew I was coming on, right?
Yeah.
We talked about doing it. So I wanted to get like, hey, be honest with me. Why are you here?
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
why? You know, and why now? And a lot of it is what I talked about earlier. It's like, hey, I wanted this to be a career. It doesn't look like that's really going to be possible. And the second thing is like, these events are more fun. And in the last 3 years, everybody that's come from the ACL to the ACO, they tell me the vibe is different. I don't know what that is, right? I haven't been to an open. I haven't been to a signature. But they tell me that the people are more friendly. The pros are more approachable, which I don't know. They're saying that pros go sit in the corner pretty much on their Zukas and earbuds in, and then they go play, and then they go back to doing that. I don't know how true that is.
Well,
right?
I think
But they
it's
say the pros are more approachable.
The environment is
more
different,
fun.
especially at pro events like for the ACL, because like they're not there to fuck around.
Yeah,
you have people there that are trying to make a living. Like you said it, like they thought they could make a living doing it. So if you think you're going to make a living doing a sport, you better take it fucking seriously. And the ones that don't are the ones that tend to not last very long. But if you're saying that like just Jamie Graham, is he going to yuck it up with everyone and fist bumping in between matches? Fuck no, he's going to get it. He's locking in, and I think that's the difference. Like that's why like people consider like ACL. I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying that's why people hold ACL like pro players like to the higher standard. They just assume that they're better because they take it more seriously. It seems like.
Yeah, and I think there's an argument for that, for sure. And I think it's why Jeremiah got the following that he did, right? Is
100%.
because he could do both, or
Yes.
at least for one season. I'd say second. I mean, he's finished in the 40s the next season with
Oh,
less
yeah,
minutes. He's
for
still
sure.
very, very good.
Yes.
But that's why he got the following he did, because he could do both. He's the outlier, right, of the entire things that we've talked about. He does it all.
You always know when he's in the room. Always.
Yeah.
He's going to let you know he's in the room. You know what I mean? I'm sure I'll get
Yeah,
a text.
I've known him for a long time. I knew him, before he went over, and that year he made a big run in the ACO, and it's different now a little bit, right? He's wearing the chains, and he's got the following, and every single match he plays has 40 players around. It wasn't like that. It was more like he was the villain the year that he won King of Cornhole, right? Because he was beating the Hurts, and they were the Golden Boys, and I was one of the only people, I called him the Hurt Kryptonite at one point, and some people didn't like that, but he became his own personality. It's been really good for the sport.
It has been.
Really good.
We honestly need more of him. You know what I mean? Like, he's one of a kind for sure, but we need more people to kind of like embrace that role.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, and he's one of our favorite dudes. He's been.
Yeah, some people are trying. It has to be authentic, though, right? Because
yes,
there's people that try to do it, and it's like, you're not that guy.
Yeah, man.
I want it for you. It's not there.
The one guy I think who's actually killing it in just effort is Kingsbury. I don't know if you followed along what he's been doing with the over the house thing. Like, that's just organic, like
awesome.
good shit. You know what I mean? And it's putting in a little bit of effort. You know what I mean? I just
wanted to
respect
make
hell
the
out of this.
goddamn shot already.
I know.
Pissing me off.
Like, how many days is he going to go up to?
Yeah, I don't know. His arms got to get tired.
Dude,
I've thrown bags far, done like a long throw shootout thing.
Yeah.
Dude, after like 6, I'm like, I should
That's what I'm
stop doing this
saying.
or I'm going to be injured.
Every time you see it, there is a point where he has one or two that's like, all right, you were just a little bit offline.
Yeah.
And then every throw after that just hits in the
Short,
pool.
yeah.
It's like,
Just
dude,
short.
you gassed out, brother. Like, it's all
You're
right. It was
better
a
off
great
just
content.
throwing 4 each day. Just
Correct.
Trying to trust it.
I like Kingsbury, though. I mean, I like all the stuff he's always put out. He seems really chill. Like, he seems like a grounded dude, like people
100%.
that walk with no shoes on outside. That's just what
100%. He's just a good dude. Yeah, he's one of our favorites for sure.
He might not own shoes. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think you had to when you were playing, but
That's true. It's part of the uniform.
yeah,
He's got
it is
cornhole shoes at least.
part of
Yeah, I think the only other thing I wanted to bring up about, I guess, the ACL thing is the ACO didn't have anybody leave this year. And that's a big deal to me, right? Is like in the past seasons, you'll see the top guys move over, right? They'll go to the qualifier. Most of them will qualify, or they'll like go do the elite route or anything. None this year. 0. And I was talking to Kim Jackson about that a little bit on Saturday, and she like tried to think of any too. And nobody moved that way, which is really strange, right? And I think that this might be a roller coaster thing, right? Where it's like, okay, we're going to shift this way. Now we're not happy with this. We're going to go back the other way. But really weird to see nobody trying from the ACO to go chase that dream.
I think the
last
top
season.
100, them changing everything like mid-season scared a lot of people. You know what I mean? I think they were too late on letting them know the changes that were upcoming. And it could just, and again, it takes time to plan for shit. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. No, I do think it speaks volume that no pros want to go. But again, if those people were already established and doing well, like why of course stay put. Like they're probably the ones that are like, they don't come over here. You know what I mean? Like, we're good. Like, I'm over here winning. Like
I'm making
everything's
money.
great. Especially if the payouts don't change. Why would you want the competition to get harder if the payouts aren't going to get better? It's not like, oh, just because more people are going to be there, I'm suddenly going to be making more money. You can have 10,000 fucking people there and you're still going to win the same amount of money, correct?
Yep.
That's what's baffling to me. Like, that's what's got to change. Like, that's what's going to get very loud. If these numbers keep going up and it gets more popular, you're going to hear a lot of people, because people are going to start doing the
You're
math.
going to have to wait it.
We already do. I'm telling you.
It's going to get. I'm saying, like, now it's going to get very loud though. It's the more people come from the ACL come over, because they're used to like payouts. You know what I mean? Like in certain percentages of how many people go, and people will chase events that are going to be more popular just because like they do want the chance of the bigger payout.
Yeah, I also met Stanley Stepover this weekend, so that was cool.
Did he reveal himself to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was talking to Ryan LaBelle about just like just the event and stuff like that and how it was going, and yeah, he came up. He's like, yeah, and I'm Stanley Stepover, and I'm like, all right, you know. He's like, yeah, I made that post that you commented on the other day with the Titanic and blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh, okay,
yeah, correct,
cool.
Yeah,
I don't know what I say after that. It's like, I was like, you kind of stir the pot, I kind of stir the pot. We're
correct. Yeah, correct. And I think my comment on there was just like, wait until like the ACL pros see the payouts, and that's really what it was down. Because like some of these guys, like if they end up winning an event, you know what I mean, that's really well attended. What would have been 8,000-9,000 would be what I don't know what first place gets now. in their payout structure.
1,200.
1,200, that's right.
1,250.
Yeah, so you
something
know what I mean?
like
Like,
that.
I think eventually it'll go, but maybe they won't because they know it ahead of time. You know what I mean? Maybe
the
maybe you
argument.
guys have it like maybe it's so down pat and people are happy enough right now that they're not complaining. So why should a new outsider start complaining? You know what I mean? Like, just kind
There
of
will
get
be
used to it.
complaints. It's nothing's perfect, and it's just going to be that way.
It's
you
just
know,
cornhole
and
community. We like to
yeah.
complain about shit. You know what I mean? It's
Exactly,
just like we're
yeah.
really good at it. You know what I mean? Like we're like
Yeah.
professional complainers about
And
it.
it's
we have
always
a-
us too, right? Like the 8.5 PPR guys. Like we're
Oh,
the biggest
dude.
complainers.
Yeah,
you
dude. The
know?
excuse list is just growing every day.
Our whole podcast
Yeah,
built on
we're
drama.
the ones that like put in the time to do the math. They're practicing, right? We're over here like, no, this is wrong, dude.
Correct. Give me a calculator. I'm going to show you what's up.
Yeah.
All right. So this has originally started, and we had Dane and I had thought about doing like this idea of the Ryder Cup for golf had just ended, and because like there's constantly all the time we see this. What if there was an ACL versus ACO like math to the death? You know,
Yeah.
like people get like
Battle
all over the
Royale.
top, and like again, you've said it before. People talk all the time about names and like like ACL players would just dominate ACO, right?
Yeah.
So we have this thought process. What we're gonna do is we're gonna break this down. We're gonna go 4v4 in singles, and then we're gonna go 4 doubles matches,
Yeah.
right? All ACO versus ACO people. What we need to figure out is have we decided that we're gonna do current doubles teams, or is it we can just pair any 2 current pros together to make a team? Because you
Yeah,
said
I
it
mean,
might be difficult in ACO, correct? Because they don't
Right.
always.
Yeah, the teams aren't set, right? I mean, you guys might see like you're not seeing a bunch of team announcements from the ACL, right? It's a big deal in the ACL. It's not really
Correct.
a big deal.
And
in the
again,
ACL.
in opens, they play with other people now because they don't have to. You know what I mean? Like, so I agree. I think we could just take any
could
2
just go
people,
with-
make a
yeah.
team, go that way.
You know,
Yeah, and there's some pronounced teams that you might as well keep together. I mean,
Correct.
yeah,
Exactly,
that's
yeah.
just, yeah.
There
how
are
it's
certain
gonna
givens
roll.
for sure. So we'll pause just for a second. We'll come back and then so we can put a list together.
We'll
and
let
we'll let it flow.
it go.
Recording stopped.
All right.
Bingo.
Recording in progress.
All right. We're back.
We are.
You should have heard the conversation. Like,
Yeah, we
it
just
was all
started going all over the place. It's kind of we should have recorded it.
we
Like,
went from
we rabbit
Ryder.
hole
I
hard.
think it started with Ryder Cup stuff. Oh, the envelope. It
Yeah,
started with the envelope.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
that
yeah, 'cause
somehow
we're gonna do
worked.
Ryder Cup, yeah.
Somehow we workshopped that all the way into Tiger Woods being a sex addict
12 degrees of separation.
and bigger girls doing way more stuff.
Yep.
That's what they said.
Yeah, or IHOP chicks. We don't
Or
know.
hop-
I mean,
oh, yeah,
maybe those
correct.
coincide though. Yeah, but it could be one and the same.
Could be one and the same.
IHOP chicks. We don't mean peg legs. All right, we're talking about chicks that work at IHOP.
right.
Anyways,
All right, so we're doing the like prototypical ACO versus ACL. All right, it's going to be 4 singles and 4 doubles teams head to head. We're going to alternate nominating players. All right, we'll start with singles and work our way down. And basically, we're just going to be making our case. I mean, obviously, this is like a fictional thing, right?
and we do. We are picking one female,
Yeah. Oh, yes, correct. Each team has to have at least one female. on the
whether
team.
it's singles
Or
or
doubles,
doubles,
whatever you wanna
team,
do.
like whatever. Because I actually was thinking about maybe our spot for doubles. We might be able to burn one of
good.
those with
we're good.
the team. I like that.
All right, so because we'll let our guest go first. We'll have you nominate your first player. We'll start with singles. We'll work our way down. Who you throwing first? Who's your first singles guy? Like they're stepping out Thunderdome, biggest potential match in history of cornhole. Who's your lead guy?
Yeah, it's got to be Isaac Hurt, right?
Okay.
He's King Cornhole a couple seasons ago. He just won, one of the biggest majors of all time in dominant fashion. He loves the hype too. So when we talk about that Thunderdome thing, when he won King of Cornhole, they do like a little thing where you get a walkout song. There's 4 players, right? And they all get a walkout song and kind of they can dance or whatever, right? At Worlds. Isaac had like the security guards of the venue, like kind of chauffeur him out to the court. It was really legit.
Oh,
So
yeah.
when we talk about like the biggest hype match and he, he's like 5 foot tall,
For
and
sure.
but he's just smiling all the time. He's like the nicest kid ever, but an animal on the board. So I'd have to go with Isaac Hurt.
I mean, it's solid. I mean, I had a feeling that's kind of where you're going. It's weird because like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, it would have been his brother. I would assume like would have been like up there for consideration that maybe that top spot. Isaac's been kind of dominating for a
Yeah,
long time.
he's been the dog.
There's also like this other guy historically has done very well in the ACL. I think you can argue he's probably the best player on the planet right now. Absolutely robbed of MVP last year. It's just still a
100%.
travesty. Guy didn't win MVP. We're going with Jamie Graham. All right.
Yeah.
We'll throw him against you 5'0". We're going with some beef right off the bat. Someone that doesn't fuck around. He doesn't care if you're 9 years old or if you're 60. He's there to
believe
win.
he
He's a
had,
cornhole professional. He does this for a living, folks.
What was it, 9 years ago? He had some success on the ACO circuit, if I'm not
Like
mistaken.
a long time ago, yeah. I mean,
Real
he's
long
I
time
mean,
ago.
He's like an
Yeah.
He's just an OG.
He's an OG.
He's an OG. He's been around the block. I think his name. Everyone knows him.
He's an OG that's still young, and
Yeah.
it just baffles me.
What I respect about Jamie Graham is like he's willing to grind. We've seen him run brackets where he doesn't lose a match.
Yeah.
We've seen him lose his first match and he'll grind his way through the loser. He just doesn't like losing. You know what I mean? Like, so he's always in the mix. Jamie Graham's our first one for sure.
I like it.
Yeah. And I like what you said. I mean, Isaac's really similar in the way where you said he could either not lose all day long,
Yep.
or he lost his first match at the Clarksville Major last year, first match to Chris Day, another good player, and then didn't lose. I think he 11 straight and won the tournament. You know, in his last 3 games, he gave up 7 points total. Like, I mean, so he's the same kind of way where like, and I think Jamie is in that same boat where like once they lose, it's almost like another level, like a different guy is activated, you know?
For sure. All right. Well, we have our second nomination.
Yes,
And I
we
think
do.
you actually, it's almost, I don't know if you're like reading our mind or something, but like, it just makes sense. Like when we're going in ACL versus ACO, it would be a travesty if we didn't have some like just old school wrestling feel into it. All right. A guy that has a long standing history with the ACO, a guy that probably has won more King of Cornholes in the world. I mean, just the OG, the GOAT, Matt Guy.
Yep.
Got to throw him at number 2. Have to. You can't
we
leave him
get
out.
to-
You can't leave him out of this. And like
we get
I
to
know
claim
there's
him.
arguments that there's better singles players right now, but if you're going ACL versus ACO, there's no fucking way you're leaving that guy off this list,
Yeah.
right? That's
100%.
kind of like my rationale with it.
You have to put him in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in that GOAT conversation.
For sure.
You know, I mean, all the time. And if you look at it over the course of the 20 years that I guess competitive cornhole started with the ACO in 2005, he is the GOAT. Like, if you look at it over that time frame, he's still competing. I mean, what is those videos in his garage where he beats Ghost 11 and a half
Dude.
or something like that? Like,
It's unreal.
What are we doing?
I
Yes.
found the 11.5 bags
Oh my god,
in my trunk.
dude, those should be in the Smithsonian.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, great.
hang them up.
Yeah, pouring out for our homies Fire Cornhole.
Yeah.
Wow. Another one bites the dust, I guess.
Gone,
but,
but not forgotten.
Yeah, Matt Guy, absolute legend. I met him at ACL Regional like 3-4 years ago. He was really nice until he lost, and then he wasn't very nice anymore.
Listen, I will tell people all the time, if you meet him like while he's like warming up or stuff, or if like he's like in, you could tell when someone's like in a mood.
Yeah.
Just don't approach him.
Exactly.
But he is 99% of the time a very nice guy. But he's not, he's a sore loser for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to go on the other side of this, the reigning king of cornhole for the ACO right now, longstanding. I mean, he's played in the ACO Pro 5 or 6 years. Sebastian Barger, who I have an argument is one of the best players in the world right now as well. He goes to a lot of different events. This year he has 4 top 4 finishes, 4 top 10 finishes, and 3 of those are second places. Last year he finished with 3 major championships and the world championship on an airmail drag, which is there not anything more epic than winning the world championship on an airmail drag?
I mean, no, not really.
That's-
I
that's
don't.
pretty badass.
Maybe an and one or something like that to win, but like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But like in terms of like normal shots in quotes, like, yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, Sebastian's a dog, and he locks in. He reminds me a lot, actually, of like a Jamie Graham, the way that he's a little more quiet than a lot of the ACO pros. And I'm not
sure.
saying unapproachable, but he's kind of doing his thing. He's there to play. He's there to win.
Okay.
You know, and he does it well.
Hell yeah. All right. So who's your third?
Yeah, third is like I said, and it's hard because I like that you went with the Matt Guy route, and so I kind of want to go with an OG on our side too, and take the big brother Caleb Hurt, right? And I think that a lot of people might say he's in like he's not his best form, but the thing with Caleb is he could show up and be that guy,
Yeah, for sure.
at
Yeah.
any moment, and he's finished in the top 4 of rankings for the last, I think, 7 seasons straight, maybe more, maybe 8 seasons straight. He's been in the top 4 in rankings. He maxes out. He wins big events. Him and Isaac, crazy good doubles team. But I got to pick him for singles. Gotta pick him.
For in terms of like what, like we're talking a few, like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, the Hurt brothers were like the only ones from the ACO that would make a splash in like ACL opens.
Yeah.
At the few that they attended. You know what I mean? But they would always be in the mix. So like I didn't know if Caleb was like really still in the mix, but I know at one time he was considered one of the best players in the world.
No, he still is. Yeah,
Yeah.
He can walk in any room and he's that guy.
So I think the guy that you're describing in Caleb Hurt is that's great. Like 4 or 5 years ago, awesome. Hope he would actually find it this day. But he's gonna run into like our dude who's actually one of the best players like currently, Logan Chamberlain, who I think is just a stud. I think every season he gets better in singles too.
Yes.
We can go back 3 seasons ago when he was playing doubles, and I'm like, listen, I don't know if this guy's ever going to be good in singles, but I think he's going to be really good in doubles his whole career.
Yeah.
And then next year he did a little better in singles, and then last year he kind of burst out. And like it's just every year he's getting a little bit better. He's got a very complete game. He's a very cerebral player. People give him a hard time like with the towel and all that kind of stuff, but like he just cares, man. He is dedicating his life into like becoming the best player in the world, and he's willing, and he works at it, and I respect the shit out of that. Like anybody that's willing to grind for something that they want, man, that I like that a whole lot than somebody that's just given something.
100%.
No, I like Logan a lot, and I like that he's kind of a polarizing figure, and that some people really dislike him.
Yeah, man.
And I like. There's something to that like as a sports fan. Even if there's like 3 years ago where I didn't like him when he wasn't as good, but still the same kind of like ego. I'm like, this isn't adding up. But now it's like, it's there.
For sure.
I like it now.
And he's a really well-spoken, just well-rounded dude. You know what I mean? Like he really is, and he just doesn't care if people don't like him. Exactly,
like,
and he's gonna.
What it comes down.
You know what
to.
is? You don't like Logan when he plays like your favorite dude and he beats him.
Yes,
because he's gonna do something that's gonna piss you off, and then that's just gonna make his mark and be like, I don't like him. But then you talk to the guy, and he's one of our favorite guys. Like he's like very down to earth, just normal dude. But yeah, on the boards he can be a dick for sure. But I love it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But when he's your
typically
dick,
my favorite kind of players
for sure. This last one, do we still want to go with this route?
You know, I think since we,
I'll give it to you. You make the decision.
Since we burn the,
you can put whoever you want.
Yeah, I think we go that same route. Yeah. So I mean, we're gonna stick in Texas.
Yeah.
And go with another youthful killer, but Sammy Soto. Dude is just he's all like young gun, but been doing it for a long time while we've been doing this and means of the cornhole world. And
I don't think we've seen Sammy Soto's best season yet.
Yeah, and if Texas sees you as its scariest player or one of its scariest players, then in the cornhole world, you're the scariest player in the world. Like is the way I see it. Texas competition is unreal. So I'm gonna we'll throw in Sammy Soto in there.
Yeah, I like the Sammy pick. I like Sammy's kind of in the same boat as maybe it's just Texas, right? Where like had this ego, and I was like, I'm not sure because him and Jeremiah were like big chirping, right? The year that Jeremiah did really well, and like that didn't pan out the way for Sammy as he wanted it to. Like in the short term.
Sammy was the other rookie
now.
that everyone thought was gonna come in and kind of take hold.
And it's wild that because like Sammy is quiet.
He's
like
very
Sammy's
quiet,
not like a loud, boisterous dude. Like Logan, completely, I could believe, 100%, I get it.
Yeah,
but like Sammy's like I thought he's kind of likable, but I get the arrogance a little bit. I think it's swag. We prefer on our team. We call it swag.
He has resting. He has resting bitch face.
Yeah,
is his problem.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah,
yes, Dan. That's spot on for sure.
Yeah, he doesn't know emotion now.
No, it's Curtis. I know.
Well,
sorry, we're watching football on the side, and we're like, I need certain results for fantasy.
Second chance.
Not going well. So.
Yeah, I think and with my last one on the singles team, I got to go Jeremiah Ellis. He's ex-king of cornhole. Had maybe the best season of all time in the ACL a couple seasons ago. Like I said, maybe Sammy's kryptonite. I don't know. I don't know.
I would love to know. I would love to know how they did head to head last season.
I don't know if they played.
They had to have crossed paths last year sometime.
They had to have, yeah.
Right? It'd be. No, but I agree. Like stylistically, Jeremiah is exactly the kind of player you want against Sammy.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because Sammy has all the shots, but so does Jeremiah. But Jeremiah's going to let him hear about it, and that can throw Sammy off a little bit. But a guy like Jeremiah can also fire Sammy up. If Sammy starts out in a lead, like, you know what I mean? Like he's going to stun.
When that face gets really resting.
For sure.
You got to be scared.
Real resting, yeah. And I mean, Gavin Cano's the same with the RBF, right? Like, 100%. I've never met the guy, but it's like, I feel like, and I don't like to say, like, I don't like him, but it's like, dude, I want you to be happier.
So,
like,
so Dylan,
like
I'll put my hand up right here. I did not like Gavin Cano for the longest time. I just looked at the dude. I'm like, dude, I just think you're a dick. I don't know why.
Until you talk to him.
And then I talked to the guy, and he was the nicest fucking
He really
young man
is.
ever.
Yeah, like he
polite,
definitely-
like yes, like just like the. I'm like, what the fuck just happened there?
Yeah.
But like, he's a very good dude. So, but I completely agree with
And
you.
then, well, then the
Yes.
Sammy thing happened this year though, so I was back on like the I don't know if I like you anymore, right? With like the Facebook doubles partner from deal. I'm like, dude, come on, we can't do it.
I
Can't do
know,
it.
I know. It's I know. We try not to cringe too hard. So, all right.
We have to though.
So we're going in
It's part
doubles
of the-
now.
It's part of the fun.
All right. So who's your first double squad?
Yeah, I'm gonna, and so we talked about just kind of pairing up, whoever.
Yeah,
and so I
correct.
really like this matchup here, and these are two guys that have every shot. They are exciting on the boards, but Braden Easterling and Josh Holland together.
Okay.
Yeah, and both have a roll bag and airmail. They get real hype. They have like the big playmaker shots together. I think they'd be a lot of fun.
Okay. I have the perfect team to go against them. Because Josh Holland again, he has all the shots, but he is a airmail specialist who can run bags with the best of them. You want a guy that's like not necessarily a team that's not necessarily going to fuck around. They're just going to pour bags in the hole, but can match hype and intensity.
Yeah.
I think most people would expect us to put one team here, but they're going to be on the list at some point. I think we put them against Ruben and Power, man.
Yeah.
I want a team
like
with some fucking fire that has been there on the biggest stage and made a comeback.
Wait,
Doesn't
does
matter
Ruben
what the
count?
fucking score is.
Ruben's out.
What's that?
I thought we were talking current
Oh,
pros.
okay. All right. That's true. That's true. All
Hey,
right.
I don't know. I
That's
just wanna
true.
follow
No,
the
that's
rules.
true. No, that's true.
Who's
No,
with
that's true.
Power?
No, hold on. Wait. Let's go. Who do I want to go with?
We sent Ruben a set of bags, man. You see him on his Facebook
I
page?
mean, I think we
Send him
go-
a nice little set of bags.
Oh, he'll take anything free. So, do you like this?
That's what I.
Oh, did you? Oh, wow. Okay, we're
Yeah.
thinking the same exact thing. Okay. Yeah, I think new partners this year. Two very talented guys. One guy that they just need to get over the hump. But talent wise, they're going to be up there. ACL. It's going to be AJ Sims and Devin Harbaugh.
Okay.
I think talent wise speaks volume. They've both been on the broadcast a bunch of times. I think this is like kind of a statement year for both of them. Like they're
You
both
think they
like,
beat Josh and Braden?
yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, there's a reason.
I
There's
just
a
hard to
reason.
tell.
There's a reason Josh Holland left.
Because it couldn't beat guys.
He
like
was in the
Harbaugh
mecca
and
of
Sims.
ACL stuff. You know what I mean? Like you can't. Like he was like in the heart of ACL stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I mean, we talked earlier. Like I think Josh gets bored with.
And
like,
I know.
30
Listen, I
run
get
games.
Braden, and I know Braden qualified in the pro qualifier and left and stuff like right. He was rather
Yeah,
loud
he also
one.
he also
yeah.
won his bracket at like the one open that he went to. I mean, Braden's really good.
Yeah, he's very good. But I mean, he didn't go to ACL. I think for a reason.
I mean, the like Sims Harbaugh pick, like to me, they are just seasoned pros.
Yeah.
And to qualify year in, year out the way that they have, like consistently being top 20 finishes across the board in both singles and doubles, like, yeah, it's to me kind of a no-brainer. And they're both just consistently better in doubles, like
Very true.
statistically speaking.
I like both of them. I really do.
I think. Do we want to save like our ace in the hole here?
I figured we can just pull that one last.
Yeah, let's just save it.
Yeah.
I was thinking, so we need to have female do.
That's exactly who I was thinking.
Just throw those two out?
Yeah, I think so.
As a duo.
Another.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they're excited. I think they're a new pairing. I don't know how they're going to play together, but I kind of like the chemistry, and I think they have potential. One half of this team was rookie last year. All right, Matt Wilson, the janitor, had a very solid double season. I think he was a little overlooked because Colby Shearer had such a breakout
great
season
year,
last
yeah.
year. But you look at the numbers, Matt Wilson was fucking really good in doubles last year. And you put on the other side Sarah Cassidy, who's been about as steady of a pro, like just qualifying every year. Like it's just she's overlooked every year, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
for sure. Because
But
she's
for
always had a
long time, we
very
compared.
big shadow casting over her.
Yeah, man.
you
For a
know?
long time, we compared who was the number 2 to Cheyenne. Like it was Sarah's always in that mix.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
she
she's
was always-
beaten Cheyenne before head to head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So give me that
and
team
she won world championships with Cheyenne. So
for sure. So I'm excited for this team this year.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna go with I don't think you'd ever see this one coming, but I'm gonna go with two OGs, what we like to call slick side demons, airmail specialists, right? And I think this could be a really fun match. But Gary Bearpaw and
Okay.
Damon Dennis.
Oh yeah, for sure. That'd be a fun team.
Yeah, I mean Gary's a stud. I can't wait to see him play in the ACO this year.
No,
Those
is
guys
hold on.
together
Is
are built-
Damon Dennis an ACO pro? Don't you have to qualify for that shit? And same thing with Gary Bearpaw. They were both
Gary
ACL
Bearpaw's a
last
pro.
year.
2-year coverage on the pro status for ACO.
Oh, okay. All right. That's nice. But there's no way Damon can be then.
Damon's not a pro.
Okay. So, I mean, if we're not getting Ruben, then you're not getting Damon.
That's fair. That's
Right?
fair. That's fair. I'll
Let's do who else old and slick side? Because you put yourself in the corner with Bearpaw. You can only throw one kind of bag.
No, yeah, we'll go with Drew Waking. You familiar with Drew Waking?
The name sounds familiar. How do you spell the last name?
Wehking.
No.
Yeah,
What area is he out of?
Or ACO pro for
Okay.
multiple years, won multiple majors,
Okay.
finished, I think, what was it, second last season in standings.
Okay.
He's slick side guy,
Nice.
push, airmail.
Okay.
He developed a role. He's kind of
I love when the older
back.
guys develop the role.
It's
the
wonky.
best.
It's
He got
always the
older.
wonkiest
Oh, he's not
looking
older?
bag.
Okay. Okay.
He's a younger guy, plays old man style though.
Great, even better.
There goes
Anytime a
Side
slick
rivers.
side guy can do a roll bag, it all looks the same. It's ugly. You know what I mean?
It's rough. Oh yeah, yeah. It comes out like this. Like it does like a
correct.
left and right. Like
Correct.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a little
guy-in-duck
knuckle.
thing.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
It's like a bag
I
in the
don't know,
wind.
You guys ever seen McKenna Kopp play?
Oh, dude.
Oh, love it.
So
Yeah.
we were actually, I don't want to toot our own horn, but we were the first ones to like be public about how good she was. We saw she came randomly to the ACL Open in Kansas City, and she made a run, and I could not get over her fucking throw and how it flew flat, but she knew exactly what it was going to do every time it landed on the board, and we both looked at each other like we might just see the future of like whatever. And
I'm shocked that has not caught on.
Dude, it's
by more
crazy,
people, the way
man.
that she throws the bag.
I
she's
think
very
people
good though.
try to
She's
do
very
it
very
and
good.
They can't figure it out.
Yeah, she's very
I don't
good.
think- Yeah, very good. She holds the bag the same as the rest of us. It's just something in the release, like
Yep.
it comes out just completely backloaded,
on the flick of the wrist.
perfectly,
Yep.
and then hits and tumbles, dude. Again, and I played her before when I was playing decent, and I would try like a level 1 block, and she just like high tumbles over it.
Yeah.
So I like went to a level 3. She just threw it lower. It rolled twice, dude, and I'm like,
Yeah.
why?
I think you almost have to beat her just running back.
shoot an
like you really
airmail.
just have to try running back and hope
I
that
mean, she
one of
does
her
that
flops. I know, but maybe one time it's not going to be as accurate as somebody sliding a bag that's throwing it flat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless
I mean,
she's
she
getting
just
it to
finished,
land. It's
Did you see
crazy.
her stats this weekend? She won women's at the Spooky Nook Major. She threw a 10-2-3 over 113 rounds or something like
I'm
that.
just happy that
Damn.
she's like still gotten even better than what we saw.
Yes.
Because
Because I can only
we saw her back-to-back weekends, right?
Yeah.
We saw her in Kansas City, and then she came to the Cleveland Regional.
Yeah, it was
right?
like randomly.
And we
she was-
interviewed her.
Yeah, it was
Like
very random.
there's an interview with her on some random ACL regional, like we're talking like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Like so random. But yes, we're very familiar. That's a long story short. So
She's awesome.
what bags does she throw?
She throws they're like a 4.9, kind of
Okay.
like
All right,
like a
so-
surefire slow side, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not a carpet, it's like that polyester that like I mean
Correct.
if it's humid out, that thing won't even move, you
Yeah.
know. But and that's what's so good about her bag when she runs back because it just flips to that slick side. And it doesn't matter if it's left side of the hole, right side of the hole, back of the hole, like it just drips in.
Is wild. I do invite
it-
people, like if you're not familiar with it, you got to go look it up because it's pretty fun to watch. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And
It's hard
deadly
to even
accurate.
find videos of it because, like,
That's
on
true.
the live stream, you're not really getting like the full
bag
like,
flight,
We
I
need
know.
the ACL. We do need the ACL like
Yeah, well,
bag cam.
when
right?
we
The
saw
bag
it and
flight
when we
cam.
were doing the commentary on it, every time she released, I remember she was throwing greenback lions, like the OG like
Was
kill
she
shots.
partnered up with Matthew Troxel?
Matthew Troxel?
I do remember that. Yep.
Yeah, and she was throwing this bag super like it was just so flat and just knuckling.
It basically was
every
like
time was just a free ad.
every
for kill
bag company
shots.
should have wanted to sponsor
Yeah,
her.
it was insane. Like just floating right in front of the camera every single time. Yeah, it was definitely a
that's what-
style.
it's the most unique bag flight of all time.
Is she on your team? Is that why you're bringing her up, or are you just
No.
okay?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I mean, I've got a couple women listed. Like, I just want to see who like what we got going on.
Fair enough. I thought that was just a very like solid segue into like what you're leading us into. I'm like, oh wow, that's like all right. But your team to nominate now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Nate Stevens and Chris Day. And
I just find it ironic that you're just stealing a lot of former ACL guys. It's just near and dear
well,
to my
they were
heart.
ACO before they were
I just
ACL.
get, but
I
no,
mean,
Nate Stevens has been ACL for a long time.
He's on my team. Nate's throwing for
That's
CBC
fine.
for 2
I get it.
seasons
I think
now.
he's a stud. No, I think he's a stud. I just find like it's good. It's better for the ACL argument. I think the more guys that you're grabbing that were formerly ACL pros, I think it makes a stronger argument for us.
Well, it's a very strong argument for the ACO saying they're coming back. There's a lot more faith in the ACO. They went to the ACL. They said they don't like it.
Or they just weren't winning, so they wanted to go back to where they can win.
Nate finished like 20 and double.
No, I'm historically speaking, I think Nate Stevens is a guy that we mentioned
Yeah, he was
tons. Because he's
very
a guy that
consistent
not many people
seasoned
knew
vet.
about, but every bracket you saw, he'd win like his first 2 matches and then he'd lose one, but then he'd go win 3 in the losers bracket. He'd finish like 7th every time.
Yeah.
And he's just fucking
He was a stat
steady.
killer.
Yeah, 100. Yeah. He's a very good player.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
don't
a good
know.
pick.
I don't think people are moving over because they don't win. I think
was
they're
giving you
moving over
shit.
because
I
they
know.
don't want to.
It's a podcast.
It's our argument that we have to
I'm
fucking
sticking
die
with it.
on. All
Yeah,
right?
correct. It's all I
Yeah,
have.
I
It's the only
understand.
ammunition I have. God
Yeah,
damn.
Nate Stevens and Chris Day has come a long way. His last year ACO Pro was his first ACO Pro season, and then this year's his second one. He's really, really good. Chris Day. I mean, you said he's also like 6'5". He's a monster. So when he comes to the boards, like he's already scary.
For sure.
And he does have like a legit BG tattoo on his calf though, which is like pretty funny now. And, so I don't know if he's working on. And he's super nice. I love him. I talked to him a ton this weekend.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I got to talk him into a cover up or
That's
something.
funny as shit. Okay.
But,
that's funny. Or at least high
he's
socks or
super good.
something. Or something
Yeah,
Really
his
nice.
Scorholio account, like his overall PPR is like over a 10. It's like a 10-2,
That's
like
crazy.
just as it lies with like
yeah.
thousands of rounds.
Hell yeah. Is that cool? You want to go with them?
Yeah, why not? We can go a little nostalgia.
We're going a little nostalgia here. Just a team that has been on top for a while. I think a team that is probably now you're talking about like names that kind of just fit together, right? Like for a long time.
Yeah.
I think now it's now Hissner and Birchfield have just kind of been there, done that. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to pick guys that like have been with the ACL for like a while too, and like they're kind of like staple names that have been there. Still performance wise has been really solid. I know they just went overseas. I think were they in Croatia?
Yeah, did they hit that open? I think it was in Croatia.
But 2 of our favorite guys, they're Ohio boys. We need to get some Ohio representation on this thing. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Can't have too much Texas so they start talking shit.
And Hissner Birchfield, I mean, Adam Hissner may have invented cornhole. I don't know.
With the hat, yeah. Correct.
Can't confirm or deny that, but
Correct. And we're not saying we have the best dressed team. Let's make that very clear. All right. That was not part of this argument. All right. It's like we know that's going to bring us down a peg or 2. But in terms of throwing bags, I think, it's a double squad. They have the chemistry that's been together for a while.
Hell
So
yeah.
especially with their 2 other teams, like they've never played as partners together.
yes.
So.
Sean, I lost your guys' video feed. I can hear you fine.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
just
Paul's
have
done
to
art
go-
too. That's weird.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it's like a terrible picture too. That's awesome.
Yeah, I like minimized it and then brought it back up. And,
As long as at least the audio is working, so that's good. So
Yeah,
the
and
recording's
what's,
still gonna be fine.
Yeah, what's strange is like the camera on our actual like OBS feed is
It's fine.
perfectly fine.
Yeah, we're fine. It'll catch up. I'm sure.
Here,
in a
let
second.
me.
yeah, my
Stop
webcam is
virtual.
fine. Like I'm moving. I'm like, is this a me or what's up?
See if we can get this going here again, just for all the YouTube folks. See it? Ready?
Your little logo here.
Come on.
Do the thing.
Now you're not gonna get anything.
Let's see if we can just go straight from the camera.
It'll be a little grainy, so hopefully it doesn't hurt anybody's eyes. Oh, it's not working at all.
Yeah, not working at all.
Anyways,
It's all right. We'll just keep your beautiful face up here now. That's all right.
That's
As
so
long as you
weird.
got our audio. Yeah.
Yeah, I got
It's just
audio
the attack of Zoom, dude. Like it just
yeah,
there's
we're gonna be
something about
switching
it.
for sure.
Like it just takes over shit sometimes. It's terrible.
So our last squad, we've been kind of holding on to it. Just I think it's pretty obvious where it's the best doubles team in the world. I don't think anyone can really argue that right now. 2 of the best individual singles players pairing together. We could have had them as singles. We just thought that we wanted like almost like it seemed like a guaranteed lock in here. So I wanted give me Smith and Richards.
Yeah, great team. Love them. And I don't think there's an argument there that they're the best doubles team. You know that we've seen. It's hard to say because like we don't see the crossover. So,
Correct.
like it's hard to like. What if they came over and just lost, dude? Like what? You know what I mean? What would happen?
Yeah.
You know, we don't know. And
It's
so-
hard, like like you have the any given Sunday kind of situation. So like anytime and somebody goes out, like of course you can.
Yeah.
There could be that time, but if they went over there for a full season, that's what I would be interested to see, like how successful
they would
they
win
be.
more than they lost, in my opinion.
tournaments.
Yes.
Yeah,
So since you're going with somebody so tried and true, I think I have to throw the curveball in here that we just spoke about.
Yeah.
Because she's so hard to play. and
I
if you haven't played her
think it's very
before,
smart. Yeah.
She could upset Tony enough, right, on that side where he's like going for his crazy shots and he's not hitting them, and she's hitting perfect blocks with 3 rolls over them. And so I'm gonna go with McKenna Kopp, and on the other side, I'm gonna go with half of one of the best teams in the ACO last season, team of the season, which was Zach Dawson and Colby Baskins. I'm gonna take Zach Dawson.
Ooh, Kobe.
He's also a very good singles player, but really good in doubles. He'll throw high 10s, low 11s.
What did Kobe do to piss you off? They didn't want to pick him.
Yeah, Kobe will be. Yeah. That's okay though. That's okay. That's okay. But the pairing Zach Dawson and McKenna Kopp, just to throw off a team that's so consistent in Mark and Tony, it could be them. I got the feedback.
Yeah, it's
Video's working now.
It's so random, man. Like,
look at
it's
that.
so dumb.
Gotta love Zoom.
Anyways, we're back.
Yeah, and that's my woman's pick as well. And I was gonna go with Kim Jackson because she's super consistent. But I think with a team like the ACL teams are so bona fide, right? And they're like so consistent. And we're seeing 53 round games. We're not seeing that in the ACL. And I think players play a little bit dirtier in the ACL, and I think there's an argument for that too. But the kids are ready to run bags. They'll throw 11s for an hour apparently. And McKenna can stop that in its tracks, right? And then roll 3 bags every single round. And that's how she beat Isaac Hurt a couple of years ago in singles in Knoxville. She was just laying blocker, level 2, rolling 3 bags and finishing with 10 every round.
Well, I think that's what's crazy about like the pro level now is that gone are the days of like just being able to play dirty with like a lower PPR but still have the DPR. You now have to be over
gotta
a
have
10.
them both.
If you're not over a 10, like just like it's you had a solid day, but like you're never gonna win it. Like you're just not. They're just not because everyone can roll a bag now. Like I find it ironic that people forget that like Tony Smith still might have the best roll bag game in the game. He just chooses not to use it because of the style bag. You know what I mean? But like he still is like the roll. Like
He'll
in my
bust
opinion.
it out when he needs to, though.
Yeah, 100%.
And
Yeah, when he
does
was
it-
throwing those contraband, whatever they were, those things were sticky as
oh my
heck. son.
god.
Yes.
Still, his
Gross.
keyhole like roll that he hit on
Yeah.
that main stage was one of the dirtiest shots I've ever seen live in person. It was unreal.
Yep.
Like
That
I'm
push
talking like he
collect is,
fit
like,
that
the
thing
best
through
shot.
like a quarter size hole. I have no idea how the hell it fell down.
Tony Smith's done some of the dirtiest things with cornhole bags that anybody. Like I said, that 3 bag push is it still doesn't make sense to me. I watch it over and over and over, and the bags stack and then fall over, and it's like Jacob's. All the reactions are like legit for it too. Like it's like such a good clip. It's one of my favorite things to watch.
It really is. It's
If it comes across my feed, I watch it again.
and the
he's
crazy part is you have to
does.
be like a true cornhole nerd to really appreciate how hard that shot was. Because if you're just watching, like if you're a casual viewer, someone hits an airmail drag, they're like, "That's way harder."
Yeah.
But like you're like, no. Like, you have no fucking idea. That
what
makes
just
no
happened.
sense. And that was like just to stay in the game. That wasn't to win the game. That was just to avoid not getting knocked out. Like
Yeah.
it's just bananas.
Yeah.
It's
And then
crazy.
being fast bags almost makes that shot harder because you have to be more perfect with it because like they're not going to Velcro at all.
Yeah,
like
they'll-
if you miss that left and right, bag in hand is gone,
Correct.
or you kick something out. Like it has to be legit and they stack. It's just ridiculous.
It's like he's watching me play.
Tony's a monster.
Just watching Sean kick off.
Well,
left,
okay, so
kick off right.
for yourself, what kind of bags do you like to throw? Like, are you a dirty player? You like to run bags, or
Well, I mean, if I don't play a lot, I got to run bags because I don't
amen.
have the.
Yeah.
One of my big things, like playing Jeremiah, right? I played him well at 21-12, but like I missed all the airmails. I shot all 3 of them, right? And it's like because if you don't practice, you don't have those shots. You can
Yeah.
run bags, right? I threw a 9.68.
Yeah.
Like I can throw them in the hole, and I throw a 5.8, like a Viper R carpet. It's
Okay.
our Ronin. It's like our most. It's
I gotcha.
the second and best of the bags last year, right?
Yeah.
It's maybe the most popular bag in the ACO. It's just very friendly to every player.
For sure.
It's a medium, small template with that 5-speed hybrid with the 8 fast side. It's not that punishing 9 fast side, and that's what I like to throw. You can cut it, you can roll it, you can get them down to a 4-speed if you throw them in the dirt enough.
Yeah.
And that's players do that. We have guys. Sebastian actually threw Ronins for us a few seasons ago. Those things, I throw them now. Sometimes they're so slow. They're so slow.
It's so gross. I love it.
Yeah.
Dane, you wanna recap the teams?
Yeah, so here, let me pull this guy up right now. All right, so for ACO singles, we got Isaac Hurt, Sebastian
Well,
Barge.
we gotta go like AC. So let's go.
Oh, like matchup.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So round 1.
yeah,
okay.
first matchup. Yep.
We have Isaac Hurt versus Jamie Graham.
and we'll put a poll up. I think this would be fun.
This would
Yeah,
be
I mean,
fun,
like,
yeah.
obviously, like it's all like hypothetical. You know what I mean? It would make it fun.
The
just
sad part
the
is
comments
if
on
we
this would be
can't just
great.
post it on our page because it'll be a little ACL heavy.
I think you'd be surprised by that.
True. I mean, we got.
Yeah, best of the bags is on your page. We made a
Yeah,
run.
I think
That's
you're
true.
very. I think you'd be very, very surprised.
Well, prove me wrong.
Yeah.
How about that?
No, we'll post it.
Round 2, ACL representation. Matt Guy, not for ACO. All right.
Correct. Be clear about that.
And then ACO has Sebastian Barger. Then following up round 3, we have Caleb Hurd on the ACO side and Logan Chamberlain on the ACL side. Round number 4 and last of the singles, we have Jeremiah Ellis going back to the ACO.
Which I'm just gonna throw out one little caveat: is he still pro?
Yeah,
Yeah,
King of
he has
Cornhole
his-
Pro for life.
He has, for
Oh,
life.
is that what for
Yeah,
ACO? Like,
King
is that
of
what you win
Cornhole.
for King of Cornhole? You're pro for life.
If you win King of Cornhole,
Okay.
yeah, like Eric Zockline, another one.
Oh no shit.
Came
Okay.
back like he's
okay.
pro for
Oh,
life.
I love
Yep.
Easy, man. He's one of my favorites.
Easy's the man.
Yeah.
I actually just met him for the first time. Like I've seen him around.
Yeah,
for
he's
the
a good
first time
dude.
this week, and we talked for a long time.
Yeah,
he's a good dude.
animated.
And
That's
he'll
an animated.
sit there, and he'll sit there and chit chat with you
Oh,
for hours,
Jesus.
man.
Yeah, I had to leave. I had to like, dude, I got.
You have
work
to make
this
eye
week.
contact with his wife every once in a while if like you need help. Like just like she'll come over.
She'll come in.
Yeah,
take care of
she's
you.
cool.
Yeah.
Andrea, I think is her
Yes,
name.
yes,
right?
correct.
Yeah. Andrea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're
great.
very nice.
But Jeremiah Ellis is going to face off against Sammy Soto.
Mm-hmm.
And so, old rookie rivalry reigniting. Then doubles, we got Braden Easterling against Josh Holland facing off against AJ Sims and Devin Harbaugh. Like that matchup. That'd actually be a fun one to watch.
That would be fun to watch. Yeah.
The next doubles matchup, we have Gary Bearpaw and Drew Waking. And facing off against Sarah Cassidy and Matt Wilson.
That's interesting too. I mean,
Again, because it's like seasoned vets of a different accord, if you will. Minus Matt Wilson. He's a sophomore, but he's a damn good thrower. All right, next up is Nate Stevens and Chris Day against Hissner Birchfield.
That's
like
could
that
be
one.
that could be the best match of the day right there. I think.
yeah, that could be fun.
Yeah, and then rounding it off, we got McKenna with the craziest bag in cornhole, and Zach Dawson facing off against Mark and Tony.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm gonna say 95% of your people have no clue who Zach or McKenna are.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Because
Okay,
I
it's
do
okay.
see the potential of her bag messing someone up.
For sure. I think it was a very smart pick. That's what when you mentioned her name like that.
I
that's a
think
very
you
good
have
pick,
her face, Mark.
Yeah, I guess because you're saying if Tony's roll bag's on, then it doesn't like
It doesn't phase
doesn't
him.
provide anything.
Yeah, and almost like you don't want somebody
And
like Tony to get like
likes-
momentum.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I
he
mean? Like,
likes
yeah.
when that shit is on the board.
Yeah.
Like if he's got something to aim at, that's what he's really looking
There's
for.
a little Josh Holland and Tony, and like I think he gets bored sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
feel
wants
like
to
they
have
look a
fun
little
with
similar.
it.
Like their demeanor's kind of similar too. They're like shy guys. You know,
he was like the first
something
guy
like
in the
that.
league that like was making cool like he didn't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you
Yeah.
win, like you act like you don't care, and that was like the cool thing, and it drove me crazy because I'm just not like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, yeah, but also at the same time, I saw him. Maybe it was a Tupelo Major last year, and he has a shirt with his face on it, and it says Josh effing Holland on it. It's like, dude, what?
right. Yes, that
Yeah,
makes a lot of
it's
sense.
something.
Makes a lot of sense. All right,
I gotta get myself one of those shirts.
dude. Right?
I'd wear it.
for sure.
No, it's a great shirt. Yeah, yeah. Josh is something.
Hell yeah, Dylan, man, this has been fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, always a good time. We hope to see you guys at a major this year.
I know, man. We're trying to.
Yeah,
We're
we
just getting our
gotta-
travel stuff situated, so
It
I'm gonna
sucks
look at the
because
pull
that
schedule.
Toledo one snuck up on us so fast.
know.
Because like I was actually thinking that's the one that we should go hit.
because you have
and-
family up there. And
Yeah,
stuff,
and it just
There's
Well,
another one in March, I think.
Yeah, there is
Okay.
one coming up in March, but I think it's the same weekend that we
we
have
have
a
a lot of
wedding,
shit going
and we're
on
going to be
March, I
in
know.
Florida for it. So
I know.
yeah.
We'll try to figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
There's got to be something. Is there anything else in Ohio, or is that the one that they had?
Well, Hamilton, Toledo. I mean, there's quite a few, you know. Yeah, I don't.
I'll look
I
at
don't
the-
know
we'll
if
look at the
I don't-
schedule.
Another one.
Well, because I mean, we can get
Or
over
if
to
Owensboro is like the
Owensboro's
right
not that
weekend.
bad. Yeah,
I mean, we can make a drive. I mean, that's driving. Like if it's drivable, like that's easy. It's much easier.
If you're gonna come to one, especially for you guys like non-pros and kind of want to hang out, they also do like I guess it's a sit and go in the ACL, but they do
I don't give a
tailgaters.
shit about playing. Like I'm there for
Okay,
content.
okay.
I want
Yeah.
to see the events. You know what I mean? Like watch and
Hey,
get
good
content
drink
stuff.
at Owensboro, right? Good food there. I'll help you out.
Okay, there we
we'll
go.
start speaking your language.
All right, correct. It's
Exactly.
correct. Yeah.
Like, can we go there and possibly golf?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
is there golf in the area too? Like,
When are the when are the world championships for you guys?
The last weekend of July every year.
Okay.
Yeah, this year will be in Owensboro as well. And the world. So the ACO moves their worlds around, right? A little different than ACL. Last year was in Tulsa.
Okay.
They did a couple years in Owensboro. In 2 seasons, we're going to Medford, which they're not happy. The cornhole belt is not happy about the Medford worlds, but they'll be okay. I told them
Is
to
that
save up
West
their money.
Coast?
They're not listening.
yeah, isn't that the one in? Yeah, that's the one in Oregon, right?
Yeah. We're doing worlds over there in 2027. The ACO is.
Yeah, I remember seeing that post.
Yeah.
They're like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
the comments were going hard, son.
But it's also an opportunity for people to like you. They gave you plenty of notice, save up, and like that could be a cool ass trip. Like it's gonna be. It'd be
You
a
guys are
ball ass
also-
Bill did
area.
math for him. It was like $20 a month or something like, or $20 a week. Save $20 a week for like 2.5 years. You'll have it. You know, but they're not doing it. They're not doing it.
Yeah, cornhole. You got blind draws and stuff, man. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, come on. What are you thinking, Dylan?
Yeah, correct. Jesus.
Like, or we're gonna turn that $20 into like $60 of the blind draw.
Correct.
Yeah. Or bet on Josh Holland on DraftKings, right?
Yeah, or do that.
Thank you, Josh. Appreciate you. I'll think buy a shirt or something.
You have to.
Yeah, thank you guys for the opportunity. Yeah,
course, man, anytime.
I really appreciate it. Are you
So
guys
much
doing
fun.
Best of the Bags this year? Are we running that back for the? Is this the final season?
Yeah, I
or-
think so. And we're gonna kind of change up the format. I think we're gonna do
ACO versus ACL straight
and
up.
TCL. They're
And
all gonna be in
TCL,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Up,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, I think we're gonna do ACL, TCO, like, separate the brackets out, and that way we'll have one from each one at the end, and it'll just be
Let it
who
ride.
reigns supreme. So
I like it.
yeah,
I like that.
don't quote us on that, but that was kind of preliminary thoughts of what we're gonna do. So
We just
Yeah,
said
yeah,
it,
yeah.
so that means it's quoted.
for sure.
Yeah, you figure it out. We'll participate. All right.
Yeah, you're screwed. All right. So, all right, Dylan. Well, we'll have you hang on for a minute. We'll let the folks go at home. But hope you guys enjoyed the interview. We'll be back next week with more audio gold. But until then, we hope you throw it straight as nothing but 4 baggers from here on out.
Cornhole it.
Later.